Our final one for you. It's an Irish animal known as the Kerry Bog Pony. The Kerry Bog Pony.
I like what's happening. He's doing really kind of erotic, the animals here.
He
Erotic?
is?
Exotic.
Erotic?
Exotic.
What?
Not everybody wants to sleep with their dog.
Denny's, what are you doing to these animals?
Yeah, back that pony up.
Exotic.
He doesn't want to hump them.
Wait. Where's your finger?
I bet exotic.
Okay, no, yeah, okay. All right. Kerry Bog Pony. Is this Denny's or animal? Okay. It's restless.
That one sounds erotic. She's quivering.
It's getting me hot over here.
Wow. Jeez. What do you think about that, Jennifer? Is that Denny's or animal?
I think it's Denny's.
That is
She's got
Denny's,
it.
I believe. Very nice. Well done.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Don't pay more. Save thousands on low mileage 2016 through 19 cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
What is going on? Welcome to the KVJ show. How is everybody feeling today? Feel good?
Feel good.
Good. That's good to hear.
Healthy.
Feel great.
Okay, good. That's all we need. Just to make sure everybody's healthy, doing all right.
I kind of feel like I'm in my prime.
Okay, you're looking fantastic. Okay, well, good. Didn't realize you could get people in their prime today.
Yeah.
That's even better news. Now, here we are on KVJ TV. Can see, do we look the way we feel? Fantastic. Dialed up on YouTube. It's right there. Also, your smart speakers at home. Just speak to it. Say play 97.9 WRMF, and we are right there for you. Going to be going through the whole thing. What are you guys doing on your day-to-day? Because we're here quick. We get out. We're trying to do the social distancing thing and be the responsible people that we never are.
Well, yesterday, my daughter Mags was, petitioning hard.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go to the beach. Mom, I love the beach. And, they're going to be closing all the beaches on Wednesday. So
I know.
Please, can I go on Tuesday? And I thought about it. I came in here and asked you guys about it.
Yep.
And then when I went home, I was like, all right, she loves the beach. It's the last day of the beach. I don't want to go to the beach, but okay. We'll go to the beach for the last day, and then that's it. We're going to call it after that. We went to the beach. The beach was packed.
Was it really?
Super packed.
Which beach did you go to?
We go to like a desolate part of the beach where there's no lifeguards ever.
Okay.
And it's normally like there's nobody ever there. It was crowded.
So you're probably going to drown beach? Is that where you go?
Yes, you're going to the beach where you shouldn't go in the water any deeper than your knews.
It looks like Jaws.
Most of the beach has no lifeguards, just so you know.
There's a clip
Yeah.
going around. There's the news broadcasters. They're watching clips of people at the beach, and they can't believe that the people are at the beach. They're beside themselves.
Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I think
I saw Virginia on
spring
camera.
break.
I can't believe that woman. She's got her kids out there.
That's how they are. They're like that.
Unbelievable.
The newscasters lose it.
What's going on? She must be the worst mom ever.
We were out there 10 minutes, and all like the friends that Magnolia wanted to go meet to the beach had canceled but one.
Okay.
And then the one kid that was out there got a call from his dad. What the hell are you doing at the beach? Get home right now.
Oh.
So he had to go home from the beach. And then it's just me and Mags. I'm like, Mags, see, I told you this is a terrible idea. So we were only there about 10 minutes.
Okay.
We left the beach.
Didn't go great, huh?
Crowded though, huh?
It was crowded. I was there 3 seconds and I heard, hey, Virginia. I saw somebody I knew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everybody going to the beaches.
Yeah, I knew people that were going out for St. Patty's Day at the bars. They were partying it up. They did not care.
Yeah, I saw some photos from Flanagan's, and Flanagan's was packed. They had a lot of people in there.
Yeah, I had a buddy who went out. He ended up hooking up with a girl he'd never met before. On St. Patty's Day during the coronavirus.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Made it happen. Wasn't worried.
Really? About anything, huh?
Yeah.
No disease was crossing his mind.
I'm like, corona's not the only thing you got to worry about,
Right.
brother.
You're really rolling the dice on that. Well, as it stands right now, Governor DeSantis is refusing to close Florida's beaches, but a lot of cities are jumping up and doing it anyway. Boca, Deerfield, Pompano, they closed their beaches. Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Dania Beach, and Hallandale Beach had already closed. So those, the city mayors are saying, no, we're closing it down even if the governor won't. So kind of what they are saying, though, is if you're going to be going to the beach, groups of more than 10 people will be banned.
So the mayor can shut it down and override the governor, or if the governor doesn't do anything, I guess?
I would assume so. That's the way it looks here.
Interesting.
I guess they have choice in their own city. If they choose to close down the beach, they can close down the beach.
I wonder if the governor had a problem with it, would they be able to say, no, we're opening the beach? I don't know how that stuff works.
Yeah. I think if you're the governor, you got a lot of other things to worry about. You probably don't want nitpicky fights with a bunch of your South Florida city mayors
Right.
right now if you try to override them. And then what are you going to do? Send out the National Guard so that we can make sure the beaches stay open? So I don't know. And how they're enforcing it, I don't know. That's what I'm curious. I mean, for those beaches that have, quote unquote, shut down, do you have somebody out there saying, get away from the beach?
And what happens if you have a group of 13 people in there? You
They
know,
probably have cops out there enforcing it.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay. It's a cushy little gig if you're a cop, right? We're going to need you to sit at the beach all day and chase away Virginia and her daughter.
until you go to the beach,
Yeah, okay.
you see people coughing on the beach.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, that's just some of the stuff that is going on. If you see something interesting, you can text it into us, 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Lots of good conversation going on, too, on the KVJ Show Facebook page and Instagram, and even on Twitter you can check out.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second. Oh, wow. I did not see this one coming. Some big Amanda Bynes news. Whoa. This is definitely frightening at the least. I'll tell you what it is coming up in a sec. Before we get into that, this is why you need to always stay in constant contact and don't check out of life, because Jared Leto, you know, the super hippie looking actor.
Yeah.
He's very cool, way cooler than you'll ever be.
Oh, I know that.
He just went out into the desert 12 days ago on a meditation retreat.
One of the I gotta find myself.
I gotta unplug, bruh. I gotta disconnect from this crazy world we live in and just become one with the sand and the desert and center myself, or whatever the hell he probably said. So 12 days ago, you know, the coronavirus outbreak was not what it is now. And he said he came back into just chaos.
Well, you go for some meditation, and then you come back 12 days later, and the state of New York shut down. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, all that meditation. You're going to need that peaceful state of mind now because, yeah, as you play catch up, it's going to be a little jarring.
Well, you're probably so charged up after 12 days. I'm going to make so many life decisions and changes when I get back, and I'm going to do this.
Be better, do better.
Everything you discovered on your meditation journey has just been thrown out.
And you come back to the worst possible. You're like, what is going on?
Pandemic? Yeah. What the hell? Russell Wilson and Sierra are stepping up in a big way. You know, Seattle has been hit really hard with the coronavirus, and they have announced they're donating 1 million meals to their local food bank in an aid to give relief this horrible time. The people in Seattle, they say, are some of the nicest people, and they love them, and people are stressed and worried about where their next meal is coming from, and they want to donate and help make a difference. So good for them. You like hearing that. And finally here, Amanda Bynes, pregnant with her first child. Oh no, what is going on here? Her family is, I'm sure, upset. Her mother is her conservator, where she's been in that place since 2014, following lots of tumultuous years. Just recently, they had found out that she got engaged. Then the engagement was off, and now it appears to be rekindled. Yeah, Amanda Bynes pregnant with her first child. And that is what's going on in your dirt of the day.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, if you're a little bit stressed out about everything that is going on, change to your routines and financial woes and all kinds of stuff happening with the coronavirus, Bono from U2 is here to soothe your soul. He has written a song to get us through these troubled times. Is Bono got mono? What?
Interesting that he wanted to go with a high-pitched song. I mean, that's... He could have made it easier on himself.
It really is tough here, yeah.
Is that good?
I don't think it is. And
I don't think it's good.
I don't think it's good either. And that's one of the... I'm looking at...
Look, his heart's in the right place.
I'm looking at y'all, and I'm trying to figure out if it's good or not. I'm going... Why am I laughing?
And on St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. Was he drunk?
Maybe.
Maybe he was drunk.
Let's give him a pass.
But I get it, man. I get a couple in me. I will start
Okay,
singing some really bad music.
Bono gets a St. Patty's Day pass.
If you ever try to sing that high, just know we will shut it down.
Why would you go that high, Bono?
That's not a good look.
Just drop it down a key. What are you
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you think about today, Jay Bird?
So I know this person, and I believe y'all know him too. I won't say who it is because I want to be cool, but they always Twitter shame me. So what they do is they'll say, dang, Bird, you only got that many followers. You're in the public eye, and you only got that many Twitter followers. And now this person's got a ton of Twitter followers. I mean, to the point where I'm like, why do they have so many Twitter followers?
What do they do for a living?
How are they getting so much engagement? Well, that's the odd thing. They don't do anything. They are part of this kind of network for a popular show, I guess. So they're trying to. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with the Twitter. I just know they have a ton of followers, and they're always giving out prizes. So I'm not sure how they're doing it, but they're giving out, hey, if you want this free tickets, tweet me right here. But they'll even just say, hey, I'm having a sandwich, and they'll get like 30,000 retweets, and they're not saying anything great, but they're always dogging me on mine. So I'm like, what's going on here? How are they getting so much engagement? And they had a ton of Twitter followers. Well, then I noticed all of a sudden they went from 50,000 Twitter followers down to like 30,000. I'm like, that's odd. They lost 20,000. And then all of a sudden their tweets weren't getting any kind of retweets or any kind of engagement. And I'm thinking they had to have paid for those followers, right?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what it would, because now anytime they would put anything out on Twitter, they get 1 retweet, 2 likes, compared to a time where they were getting 30,000, 20,000, 300 retweets.
I did hear that like Twitter had clamped down and got rid of a bunch of fake followers. So like a bunch of people lost followers because they weren't real.
Yeah.
And there was like some kind of sweeping cleaning house that happened.
So they were dogging me, but I don't think their followers were legit. Because I'm sorry, you don't go from, hey, I'm having a...
Do I know this person?
I believe that you do. They're not up there. I know, you're trying to make it...
I'm trying to look and see who they are now because now I need to know who's starting a war.
I'll tell you.
You fight Bird, you fight me.
I'll tell you who it is. But, I mean, I'm sorry, you don't go from, hey, I'm having a ham sandwich with 20,000 retweets to, hey, I'm having a ham sandwich with 2.
Right.
It just doesn't do that.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
Do bots like and retweet?
You can pay for stuff to have engagement in there because I know like a Bieber's done that before where he's gone from 50 million down to 35 million because some of them were bots to make it look like he's got a lot of engagement going on.
And you can pay for bots to engage.
But I think Twitter, what you're saying, they cracked down on it and they started sweeping some of that stuff out there. So if you look at people who had all this engagement and now it's not working anymore, I think they are paying for it to make it look like they're way more important than they are.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, I'm bringing it up because I'm asking, do you think that's what had happened? People that know Twitter, maybe they can help me out on that.
Okay. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
I wanted to ask you what you thought about this, if you had heard this yesterday, that the federal government is going to start sending everybody money. I heard that they were going to send everybody $1,000. I was like, wait, what? What the hell is going on?
We have a clip that talks about it that I edited and I don't understand.
I mean, what a weird time. Just think about that for a second. Mm-hmm. They were talking about how the federal government is going to send everybody $1,000 check. Like, explain this to me. Like, what does this mean?
They're trying to come up with different stimulus packages to try to keep the economy going, because that is one of the big blows that is happening, is the financial aspect with things shutting down. The stock market is in chaos, and, people are like, what are we going to do for money? So, yeah, they're talking about doing some kind of stimulus package. The federal government is working quickly on a cash stimulus plan to try to get money to Americans. So I don't know if it's going to be $1,000 standard for each person or how that exactly is going to work. But, yeah, they say that we've officially entered a recession as a result of the coronavirus, and they're thinking that almost 1 in 5 households in the U.S. have lost work because of the pandemic already, and unemployment could rise to 20%. So they're just trying to do things to kick it up a bit.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Do you know the difference between the recession and a depression when it becomes a depression?
No clue.
Recession, depression.
Yeah.
Oppression.
Yeah, recession, depression, then oppression.
I mean, the song is kind of writing itself.
I like it. Someone sounds like they want to get in the booth and speak that truth.
So have you already figured out how to spend your $1,000? Like, okay, what am I going to do?
That's what I'm a little bit afraid of. Like, not everybody should be given $1,000 check and told to go have fun. Because, I mean, can we break this up into installments and make it for, food only? Like, can you put provisions on it?
I mean, you can't tell people what to do with their money.
There's people in my family, if you give them $1,000 check, they're going to blow it on booze and weed.
New tattoos.
It's going to be done.
Yeah.
Booze, weed, and tattoos.
And new tattoos. That's it.
I guess in a way you are stimulating the economy.
You're letting a little steam off. I think there's something to be said about letting some steam off in some uncertain times. Mm-hmm. Right?
I guess. I don't know if booze and tattoos is the way to spend your $1,000, but all right.
Well, there are a lot of people trying to find ways to entertain themselves. That seems to be one of the big issues that is going on with the coronavirus and people who are doing the social distancing. What do I do with myself? And you can tell that we are really bored because apparently marble racing videos have become surprisingly popular online.
Ooh.
Yes, it's just a track with 4 different marbles, and people are watching with bated breath to see which one finishes first.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I would watch that.
Yeah, oddly enough, it's doing pretty well because there's not a lot of other things to watch. And they say the dumb new trend on social media is playing tic-tac-toe with your pet.
I saw that.
You make them sniff or paw at the board and write O's in the spots they pick.
Oh, my gosh.
Someone was playing with their fish. Somebody else was playing with their cat.
I am going to play this with Chewy. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited. I did not see this.
So when they touch something, you put an O in that spot, and then you pick the other ones, and yes, the human always wins. So that's kind of the dumb part about it.
Do they always win?
Well, they're supposed to. If you don't, then you're really bad at tic-tac-toe.
If I don't beat Chewy, first of all, he's blind.
Yeah. He's got a few things going against him.
This game could take a bit.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that are out there. I know in my household last night, my wife and son, they were working on making some TikTok videos. That's some pretty exciting stuff.
Have they recruited the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin Ralston for any said TikTok videos?
Yeah, I think I was sitting in a TikTok video. I was supposed to just sit there and look at my phone, and a TikTok video went up. So I don't know if it got posted or what's going on, but yeah.
Oh, you're acting.
I don't know that I'm acting. Yes, I guess that's what it is. But yeah, I think with so much time on our hands, I'm going to get sucked into some really dumb social media moments.
Oh, you're going to be in some TikTok video. They're going to wait till you get a few drinks in you, and then when your defenses are lowered, you're going to be in TikTok videos.
There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to regret from all this. Yeah. So don't worry. Just go on to TikTok and you can find out what I'm talking about. Well, we were asking that question, with the new news about the schools in Florida. Parents, what is your plan? What are you going to be doing? Where are you mentally with all this? We posted this up on our Facebook page last night, and if you hadn't heard about what they're going to be doing, Florida public schools are not going to be back in session now until at least April 15th. So that is another month, basically, from now. And they also canceled standardized tests for K through 12 students. I know my son was very pumped about that.
I mean, that is good news.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we can pick up where we left off. This should not be something that teachers and kids are stressed about.
Yeah.
We'll get it back. Everybody's going to be behind. So you're not behind if everybody's in the same spot.
That's deep.
Don't stress, because Magnolia was stressing. Mom, the FSAs, I'm not going to be ready. I'm not going to be ready. I'm like, nobody's going to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to put you in a position where you have to take a test that you're not ready for. They're just not going to do it.
So what does all this really mean for everybody, and what is your plan? Do you have any strategies for what you're going to be doing? What are you doing yourself with your kids? Some interesting comments people posted on Facebook we'll get to coming up.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
So what does this mean? School is out until April 15th. Parents, what is your plan? What are you going to be doing? I've seen some things that have been posted up about a daily schedule or a routine to do with your kids so that there's some normalcy. They wake up at a regular time. They're doing some structured things, making their bed, having their breakfast, doing some things along those lines to try to keep them in some kind of schedule. Hopefully they can get some outdoor activity. And luckily, if this all had to happen, at least it's happening this time of year, and we have fantastic weather.
Right.
It's not hot and miserable outside, so you can go out and kind of do some things. So there are some options for that. And it depends upon what your situation is. Do you have the luxury of having a parent at home, or do you have to rely on somebody else to watch your kids? And how are you handling this? And exactly what is this going to mean for kids in school? I was just talking to my wife last night, having a conversation with her. I'm like, so what does this mean exactly? She's like, well, I guess they're not issuing grades or freezing grades. She was trying to explain to me. I'm like, so I don't understand. Like, how are they doing this? So these kids, do they get a pass for the rest of the year? Do they move on to the next year, or do they stay where they are?
They'll probably pick up where they left off. Everybody's going to be in the same spot, though, so it's not like anybody's going to be behind.
Do you think there's any shot if school resumed, let's say, just for giggles, let's say it resumes in September, is it possible they would go, all right, if you were teaching third grade, everybody in third grade, because it's such a weird situation, just bring them to fourth grade? Can you see them doing something like that? Just to make it easier, not so crazy?
But I think you have to make sure that everybody in third grade passes the criteria to go on to fourth grade. So you have to just kind of freeze it, stop it, and pick it up.
I was looking at a little bit of a conversation going on the thread that was on the KVJ Show Facebook page, because we were saying, parents, what is your plan? What are you going to be doing? And Rolly had commented, he said, grades are wiped out. School testing is canceled the rest of the year, and parents now have the option of keeping their kids at the same grade for another year. At that point, if I had kids, I wouldn't even let them go back to class for the rest of the year and would even let them go up a grade as a result. And Lisa responded to Rolly saying, that's probably not the best choice. Missing 2.5 months of school can be up to 1 year lost in reading. Then you add in summer loss. Now they're behind possibly 2 years, and you're moving them up to the next level. Parents need to be sure their kids do the online lessons and work them over the summer.
What if you did a hybrid? If you're teaching third grade and they had everyone go to fourth grade, you kind of start the fourth grade with some third grade stuff. And I mean, it's just such a different time. You might have to take a few things out to meet the basic curriculum.
I wonder if they'll have some kind of online testing to see exactly where a kid is and maybe determine where they might be, because I think they are trying to get that. Tina did say in the conversation, she said, the district sent out an electronic survey. With this info, they're going to be able to provide devices to children who don't have access to one, and Xfinity is going to be providing free service for those who don't have internet, from what I gather. So I think that's what they're trying to do is put together the education plan for kids. Let's say it does go even past the middle of April where we are right now.
Well, and what's going to be tricky is, the kids that have internet right now might not have internet in April, May, and June when there's no money to pay the bill.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's why I think, like Xfinity, they're trying to, that's the thing. It's going to take companies that are going to step up and say, we're going to give you free internet. So you don't have to worry about paying for your internet. That's going to be free. And for neighborhoods, I'd even heard somebody talking that, in some places where they don't have internet, they have these Wi-Fi trucks that they can bring in.
Cool.
And they'll park them in the vicinity and it will crank out Wi-Fi to that area so kids can, hopefully get online somehow with a device.
Basically what Kevin's saying is it's going to take a village.
Sounds secure. A Wi-Fi truck.
Yeah.
Just be careful because I've heard about that too. Like in this day of panic, a lot of people are taking advantage of it and trying to do phishing and hack into your personal information. So keep your guard up. Even though you're worried about the coronavirus, don't open fishy, weird emails.
I like it. Kevin comes with something positive and, kind of ease the mind.
Yeah.
Virginia fires right back with something horrifying.
Yeah,
and
it's like this and
I
that.
like
Yeah,
this.
it's yin and yang. It's positive, negative.
It's a cool crossfire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Virginia, with Xfinity, if it's connected, it's protected.
Oh, yeah, Kevin? Well, doom and gloom, doom and gloom.
Yeah, so some other people are getting different stuff. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my daughter's school sent a package and a website with quizzes and homework that needs to be emailed to the teacher and graded. So they're trying to come up with what is this new thing going to look like if your kids are going to be just trying to learn from home and alone and all that kind of stuff.
Mags was not happy yesterday because I told her the reading party has begun. She's going to be doing a book a week.
Little Judy Bloom?
That's going to be next. She's already got one book, but then I'm working Judy Bloom in next week.
I'd start off with a little super fudge.
Okay. That'll work. Anything's reading. Yesterday,
Yes.
boy, I was trying to get my son Cannon. Because I'm kind of looking at this is his spring break as we kind of try to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this? Because I'm not an educator. I realize I'm not good.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Ralston.
I'm not an educator. I'm not going to try to throw myself into that. I will be hard on myself. And I think a lot of parents are starting to figure that out too. That's the one thing that's going on is a lot of parents are going, how do teachers do this? Because yesterday, my only goal was to get him to read for 1 hour. And that was so challenging. I'm just like, what am I going to do?
I saw somebody post on Facebook yesterday. I've only been homeschooling my kids for 1 day, and already one's expelled and one is suspended.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah. There are a lot of teachers getting a lot of love online right now.
That's funny.
Because they're realizing how tough it is to homeschool their kids. And if it wasn't terrifying enough, Fortnite went down yesterday. So the one big digital babysitter that a lot of parents had, you got to get Fortnite up and going.
The coronavirus got Fortnite?
Yeah, the coronavirus got Fortnite.
Dang.
So, yeah, so there's a lot of different stuff that's going on. So people are trying to share ideas, but you're right. It is going to take a village, a lot of people that are going to be talking to one another, and they're going to be coordinating to try to help ourselves so that we don't lose our minds and our sanity. A lot of people sitting at home and eating through all their snacks. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what is going to be going on with the gyms being closed in some places or other places, gyms just not opening up. What are you going to be doing? Somebody who just texted said, yeah, I'm a trainer. What I'm doing is I'm switching a lot of my work to in-home. You can really do a lot of stuff in your house. The big question is, one, do you have the know-how? And two, do you have the discipline? That's always my problem.
No and double no.
Okay, yeah.
My girlfriend, who's a trainer, she's going to make a bunch of videos and just get them to her clients. And okay,
Smart.
Here's your workout video this week. And here's your workout video.
A lot of people have already been doing the virtual training. And so, yeah, I think there's going to be an easy way to kind of pick that up. The big question is just having that motivation. Because I know there's a lot of stuff that unless somebody is standing over me, I wouldn't do it. Because I think at some point you're going, this really hurts. I don't want to keep doing this.
It's tough, man. I mean, you guys have people in your life that maybe push you or keep you in line. I go home, it's just me and Chewy. So Chewy's never trying to get me to go exercise.
He's not a motivator?
Not at all.
Yeah, I hear you. That's one of the tough things. So everybody's trying to adapt and figure it out. But I know a lot of people are going to be tearing through their snacks. You're probably going to see a little bit of weight gain happen from all of this going on with the coronavirus. And to help you along, to get you in the mood for snacks if you're trying to figure out which ones you want to eat. We've got our March Fatness poll that is up right now. You don't have the NCAA March Madness going on, so instead we've got snacks.
I want to thank everybody because I gave my number out on the air yesterday, and people were texting me all day about their opinions on the Snack It. And there's a lot of opinions out there. From Bird, you did a great job. To Bird, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh,
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean it's look. That's the kind of heat I'm ready to take, Virginia.
What was their criticism? Was there anything that they felt that you missed? In your snack list?
They did. They felt like I missed certain, like for example, I would have a nacho Dorito in there. I also had the Cool Ranch Dorito in there. I didn't have another type of Dorito in there. There's another flavor I didn't put in there, and someone was mad about that.
Okay, well, I mean, we did have to limit it to, we already had it at 64.
And I explained that to them, and hopefully they will continue the voting process, but I might have lost them.
Well, that's just it. You know, somebody's always happy when their team doesn't get in, even when you cap it at like 64 different snacks. You know, sorry, you can't have everyone in there, I
My
guess.
main criticism is that the pairings in the first round were a lot of bangers went against another banger.
Okay. That's always a big argument. You always got to have the 1 versus the 16 seed, the best versus the worst is usually how they do it.
But I responded back with, I tried to come up with 64 snacks that were pretty much all even popular.
Okay. Well, here's the results of round 1. The voting is over. We're whittling it down from 64 to 32 today. In round 1, Hostess Chocolate Cupcake beat Uncrustables.
What?
Yep. Uncrustables is out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Denny's.
I hope you're sitting down. Because this might be rough.
I hope you're sitting down.
Yeah, I said the numerical values. You can see how much it beat it by. But yeah, that one started really dropping off.
That one I'm shocked on. That one I saw going to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Not making it to the sweet and salty 16. Snyder's Honey Mustard Pretzels beat Planter's Salted Cashew Nuts.
We all saw that one, right?
Yeah.
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 Cheetos beat Lay's regular potato chips.
It was supposed to.
Planters Cheese Balls beat Bugle's regular flavor.
Virginia.
I'm sad about it.
I can tell.
I love Bugles. I'm torn up over here.
You don't care.
Yeah. She's crushed.
I wish you did care, but you don't.
Well, I want to. When you get it narrowed down, then I'll get more invested.
Oh, I am invested. This is exciting for me.
Yes. This is his Super Bowl.
He is jazzed.
Well, there's one snack that was the one in my dark horse, the one that I wanted to go to the Final Four. That I'm thinking it's going to be a Cinderella story, and I think as of last night it was losing.
Okay.
They're about to give the result. I'll finally tell you what it is.
Okay. I'll tell you what is number 1 in the tournament right now. Snickers, top vote getter, 325 votes for Snickers, beat Baby Ruth.
Wow, it's tough for Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth didn't deserve that.
Yeah, is that what people are saying, that it should have been a 16th seed?
And they're saying Baby Ruth shouldn't have won the tournament, but Baby Ruth definitely deserved
Should have gone into
a further run.
Yeah.
Well, next year he can go for it again. He's just a baby. I mean,
Yeah. Got a lot of life left in him.
He's young. He'll get him next year.
100 Gram beat Mr. Good Bar. Nutter Butters beat Entenmann's Chocolate Chip Cookies.
Okay.
Hostess Apple Hand Pie beat the Chicken and a Biscuit Crackers. Hand Pie Pennington, you got to be happy about that.
The fix is in. The hand pie will go far.
I think the hand pie will go far, but there's no fix involved. That is a unbelievable snack. You can hear yourself getting fat.
You can hear the fix.
Hot Pockets beat Drake's Yodels. Hostess Chocolate Ding Dongs beat Little Debbie Star Crunch.
Wow, that's an upset, I think.
Okay.
For some people, not
Right.
for me.
Nacho Doritos beat Cheddar and Sour Cream Ruffles.
Again, nachos, the Doritos, they are picked to be in the Final Four.
A lot of people love them. I don't agree. I go cheddar and sour cream all day.
I'll be shocked if that's not in the Final Four.
Salt and Vinegar Lay's Chips beat Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips.
That's a bit shocking.
Twix beat Almond Joy. Kit Kat, one of the top vote getters too, 291 votes for Kit Kat, beat Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Okay,
Kit Kat's probably going to be a Final Four. Pizza Combos versus Corn Nuts, and Pizza Combos won that one.
I bet Pizza Combos destroyed Corn Nuts.
Cheez-Its beat the Chocolate Twinkies.
Do not agree with that.
Bagel Bites beat the Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. Chips Ahoy Chocolate Chip Cookies beat the Ritz Toasted Crisps Original.
That was my
Dark Horse?
That was my Cinderella story.
It's gone.
You know what? People don't don't understand that those Ritz crisps they are such an underrated snack.
They're great.
I just don't think people know about them.
Barbecue Fritos beat Wise Cheese Doodles. Funyuns beat Pringles Pizza Flavored. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cups up there as well. 328 votes for that beat whatchamacallit.
A lot of people are saying that's going to win the tournament.
Yeah. Milky Way beat Chunky. That was a big vote getter, too. A lot of the chocolate candy bars are right at the top. I mean, you could see Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Snickers, and Milky Way probably being in the Final Four, depending upon the matchups.
So if Milky Way makes the Final Four, Virginia, I think that's going to be very sad.
I agree. I hate Milky Way. Too much nougat.
Totino's Pizza Rolls beat Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears are out of it. The Flips chocolate-covered pretzels beat Cool Ranch Doritos by 2 votes.
Cool Ranch is out?
Cool Ranch is out.
That is probably the major upset in the first round.
That's our headline.
Yeah, that's
our headline. Cool Ranch Doritos are gone from March Fatness, the snack bracket.
No!
That is definitely the headline.
Yeah, that's the headline. Little Debbie's Swiss Cake Rolls, a lot of votes for that, beat Sargento's String Cheese. Oatmeal Cream Pies beat Cheddar Goldfish. Cheddar Goldfish are out. Sour Cream Pringles beat Zapp's Voodoo Flavored Chips.
Oh, Zaps are done.
The Potato Sticks beat the Mounds Candy Bar. Peanut M&Ms beat Butterfinger.
That's a bit of a shock.
Krispy Kreme Glazed Donut, one of the top vote getters too. 300 votes for that, beat Reese's Nutrageous. The Oreo Cookies beat Beef Jerky. And Nature Valley Peanut Butter Granola beat Banana Moon Pies.
A lot of hype behind this Nature Valley, Virginia.
They got a big marketing campaign on TV right now.
Well, I think you're going to see that in the Snack It. You're going to see them prosper.
You are.
I don't think they're going to make the Final Four, but you may see them in the Grade 8.
Is the marketing what is leading to their success?
I think that's going to play a major factor in this tournament.
Okay.
Gosh, I'd love to keep announcing this. I know some people are probably they probably hate this bit. I love it so much.
Well, the second round is already posted. If you want to go and vote on round 2, I'll break that down for you coming up a little bit later on here on the show. You just go to kvjshow.com and vote for our March Fatness poll. It's going to be interesting to see how our society changes after we get through this coronavirus nonsense that is going on out there. What are things going to look like? I think we're going to be in a much different virtual world. We're having to do it out of necessity now with classrooms. They're going to have to start firing those up next week for kids to try to learn online. And a lot of other things are going to be going on virtually as well. There are a lot of performers that are doing virtual concerts. Now, they're having to cancel their live shows because you can't have the congregation of lots of people. Comedians are doing stand-up routines. People who do classical music are putting those things online as well.
If you're doing stand-up, are you just doing it in an empty room and then
you
hope people are laughing on the other end?
Yeah, you're doing it. I saw that a couple people were doing that, a couple comedians.
And
Patton Oswalt's one person that's been doing that. I think he was just kind of like out on his front lawn and his wife was filming him and he's just doing a stand-up routine.
Aww.
And you know you're crushing if you look down in the chat room. It just says LOL, LOL, LOL.
I guess that's it. You just don't even know. You go back later and you check. You just do your routine. Your wife films it. You get the comments. You go back. You interact later, and you're just trying to entertain people. People are looking for, people want entertainment, but I think people also want interaction. That's where I think, this all comes in. That's why, hey, right now we got KVJ TV going on. We got a chat room. People are interacting. They're talking to one another.
People texting me yesterday, they were just telling me kind of why they're already going crazy. And a lot was what you're talking about, having 3 or 4 kids at different grades, different ages, and trying to keep them all entertained and not having them lose their mind either.
We like human contact too, believe it or not. So there's going to be a lot of different stuff that's going to be going on. Jennifer from Palm Beach Gardens had called in. She said, how are the kids going to do prom? My son's going to miss it. He's a senior, so unfair for the kids. It is. There's a lot of stuff that unfortunately is happening. I have a son who's a senior in college that's not going to get to go through a graduation ceremony. And so there's a lot of stuff like that that's happening. But I even saw, I think in Japan, they did a virtual prom online somehow with anime characters or something like that. It's something high tech that I don't get, but those Japanese kids are smarter than me. So
your son's graduating? I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
We can't do it for a third time. Same conversation.
I remember now.
Okay. Yeah, so I think there are things that they're trying to do to say, okay, what would a prom look like if we did something online? How can we do that? So a lot of minds are working to this to say, okay, if we ever wind up in a situation like this again, how do we make our world virtual? We've got technology that's out there. How do we use it to still connect and still have these things? If we can't be around each other because we're all germy, what do we do? Somebody texted in and said, starting today, the Loggerhead Center in Juneau is doing a virtual classroom for kids. It's on their Facebook page.
Oh.
So there are places like that. I think I saw, is it Science Center, I believe, is doing something. There's the museum in Boca, I think, also has something online. So go to a lot of these places and check because they're already responding. If you're trying to figure out, okay, what can I do that is not my kid playing Fortnite or watching TikTok all day long? You go to some of these sites and you'd be surprised. Facebook pages, they're going to have some videos up there that the kids can watch and maybe some interactive stuff and learn some things. So
we'll have something interactive today at 1 p.m. We're going to be going live from my living room for Weird and Whatever. So
that's cool.
If anyone's bored and they want to interact, we'd love to have you. KVJ YouTube channel.
All right. That might be something to do. So we're going to try to do a lot of stuff like that, hang out with you on. If you're not following us right now on YouTube, do that because we have a lot of plans for a lot of stuff we're going to do. We're going to try to put a lot of stuff up there and just kind of be there and be a voice and have a chat room for you. And
give you something to take your mind off. You know,
absolutely.
Just give you a little content.
Yeah.
I think we're at a point where we're almost about to hit a good number too on YouTube. We're close to we're close to getting our 21,000th number.
What?
21,000?
It's tough to say when you got a lisp.
Oh wow. So Monday,
it's a tough one.
Monday she makes fun of my stutter.
Yeah.
Today she makes fun of my lisp.
Yeah.
All I got to say is damn.
Tomorrow, your intellect.
I just wish you were...
Damn's easy to say with a lisp.
I wish you would say you were sorry.
Can you say suffer and succotash?
Suffer and succotash.
All right.
Yeah.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your Dirt of the Day, the latest celebrity and athletes to say they are positive with the coronavirus. I'll give you the update coming up in your Dirt of the Day.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, this is no surprise anybody who's seen much of TikTok. Apparently, there's some documents that are being leaked that is making TikTok not look too good, or at least looking very shallow. I just can't believe how many hot, attractive, rich young people that I always see on TikTok. Now I'm just seeing my wife and daughter feed. They're always showing me the dances. I'm going, every girl on here is pretty hot and they all seem like they have really nice houses. Well, maybe there's something to that. The Chinese video sharing app with about 800 million monthly users around the world apparently has instructed moderators to suppress posts created by users deemed to be too ugly, poor, or disabled for TikTok.
And you wonder why sometimes things don't do well. There really is a plan. There's a legit agenda with all this
If
stuff.
you're watching TikTok, you think everyone is young, beautiful, has a great home, and can dance. At least that's the feed I'm seeing. I'm going, and that's just the ones they're showing me. I'm like,
well, they show you what you like. So if you're seeing what your daughter and your wife have liked, you've put yourself in a kind of a category of a certain type of video.
But they're saying no matter what, though, they're doing that for everything. If you're young, hot, rich, you're gonna get the nod over other people.
I heard the guy running Instagram talking too about this, and he's like, "Yeah, we all do this. We send you what you like. So we weed out stuff that we don't think you're gonna like. So if you keep liking on videos of young, hot people in fancy houses, that's what you're gonna keep getting."
Well, what TikTok has done, they actually have papers from the company that they have found that are being exposed right now, where they talk about this, saying that videos showing rural poverty, slums, quote, disreputable decorations in users' own homes like cracked walls, beer bellies, crooked smiles. They were all purposely punished by artificially narrowing their audiences. So if you had any of these things in your TikTok videos, they were squelching that no matter whether people liked it or not.
People also complain the same thing about YouTube. They say that if you're making certain kind of content and YouTube doesn't like it, they will make it in that algorithm where you're not going to get seen. If it's a big complaint on YouTube. If the YouTube gods say, "Nah, we don't like that. We're gonna lose you," That's what happens. It
Well,
gets lost in the shuffle.
They're probably just saying we look cooler when it looks like everybody on TikTok is young, rich, can dance, is hot, all this kind of stuff. This is the image that we want people to think of when they think of TikTok. So all these other things that don't fit in with the cool image we want, let's make sure that we squeeze them out so nobody sees their videos.
We don't want to see videos of ugly people that are like poor or regular.
Yeah, I mean,
You look around and see that.
starts to make sense why our videos don't do that well.
Right. Bingo.
Trying to go viral.
It's the KV Nerd of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, I'll give you a little update. Some more people coming out saying they have tested positive for the coronavirus. Just who's talking about it, and it's kind of scary. You know, it's definitely penetrating, and we'll give you the latest coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, it looks like this is a hoax. If you see the hashtag Oprah arrested anywhere, don't buy into it. Oprah Winfrey has not been arrested. She is trending on Twitter, the hashtag Oprah arrested. And she said, no, I'm being trolled. This is not true. I haven't been arrested. I'm over here just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Please stay safe, everybody.
It's so funny you bring up Oprah. I'm gonna have an Oprah day today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying one of her pizzas that I've never tried before, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of burning up my mind.
Does she have like a Weight Watchers pizza?
Is
that what she endorses?
Is it a diet pizza?
Yeah, I don't think she's going to give you like a full-on Camille's pie.
No, but okay, it's diet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she ain't like, what's her name, puts out the sweet potato pie.
Yeah, she is not putting out a sweet potato pie.
Oh, I got duped.
I think she's endorsing a weight loss company. Yeah.
Because I got one of her pies a while ago.
She's been tied in with Weight Watchers, right?
You are not a man who eats diet pizza, and I think you need to retract your previous statement.
Well, I'm embarrassed. I got to tell you, I feel ashamed, humiliated. Yeah, I can't retract it because it's the truth, Virginia. But as you were.
Maybe you should just give that pizza to Kevin and call it good.
I was so excited because she looked so happy. I got duped.
She always looks happy. She's Oprah.
Well, Blake Shelton has made a very important announcement. Thanks to the coronavirus, guess what he's bringing back? His mullet. He said in this trying time, he has made a decision. He is growing the mullet back as a symbol of hope. It's coming back for real.
Well, everyone's just trying to get attention.
I kind of like it.
I like it too.
Stay strong, Blake. And yes, finally here, you've got several announcements about other people talking about the coronavirus that have it. Kevin Durant, the basketball player, just announced that he has tested positive for the coronavirus. One of the actresses from Frozen just announced that she has tested positive for coronavirus. And Idris Elba wants to tell everybody, especially his friends of African American descent, black people can get the coronavirus. It was trending on social media that black people can't get it. And he's like, guys, that's stupid and ridiculous. I'm here to tell you, black people can get the coronavirus. Look at me. So that was trending yesterday, and he just wants to make that public service announcement for everybody. The disease does not discriminate.
A lot of weird things trending.
Yes, this is a weird time in our world, y'all. So stay home and maybe stay off of social media.
People are all bored, quarantined, so they're just getting on social media, and they are getting weird.
It's a lot of weird.
Just looking for anything.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Got some celebrities that are having a birthday today. A few people worth talking about here. Want to give a big old birthday shout out to lead singer of Maroon 5, Adam Levine, is 41 today. Happy birthday.
Oh, Kev.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's extra. Also, Queen Latifah is turning 50 today.
Oh.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the Queen today. Also, I'd like to wish my dad, Larry, a very happy 80th birthday, it says in this email, from his daughter, Rose, son, Samuel, and daughter-in-law, Lisa.
That's sweet.
So there you go. You got a birthday. You can get it to us, mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Very happy to give you a shout out. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, very excited about this. It is World Record Wednesday. Oh, yeah, baby.
This is big.
Bird's going to eat a pizza later, but he's going to eat Big Macs now.
I don't know. I'm going to eat that pizza now. Virginia got to talk me out of it.
Well, what we're getting ready to do is not a diet food.
No, this is definitely not a diet food.
Yeah.
But it sure is good, baby.
Oh, yeah. Joey Chestnut set a world record for eating Big Macs just about a week ago, and Jaybird is going to see exactly how hard it is. We're going to put the time that Joey Chestnut had on his clock for eating and see how Jaybird can do against his mark coming up. Okay, here we go. World Record Wednesday. Looks like it's going to be going down this week. Always chasing greatness and world records, at least to see how tough it is, to get a little bit of perspective. Because we see these world records like going, you know, I think I could do that. But then you try and you're like going, okay, never mind. I can't do that. That's pretty tough. So how tough is this world record that Joey Chestnut set? Now, this guy's done some impressive things. He's the hot dog eating champ, and he's got like a gazillion different food challenge.
He's no
records.
joke. I mean, this man is a machine, next level. I mean, Kobayashi even tips his hat.
He's pretty legit.
He's the most legitist.
He is the legitist.
Is that a word?
It's hard to say.
Yes.
Even without a lisp.
All right.
What's with coming down outside of a list? So what?
Yeah.
What's your point?
Yeah.
You sound like a Cajun man.
I do.
Yes.
What's your point?
Uh-huh. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to set the clock here for Jaybird to see exactly how well it can do. Joey Chestnut set this world record by eating 32 McDonald's Big Macs in 38 minutes. 15 seconds on top of it, but that's what it was. 38 minutes, basically.
Predictions?
6.
6.
Okay.
That's not that good. But think about that though. It's a lot. That's a lot of Big Macs.
It's 4 more than I could do.
That's a lot of 6.
That's one about every 6 minutes.
That's a lot. I got to inhale one every 6 minutes to even
What is your chaser?
I'm gonna go Mountain Dew. I might go Coke.
Again,
Coca-Cola.
Cane?
Coca-Cola.
But again, on the food eating tip, that does add carbonation, gas to your stomach, and expansion.
Bubbles, Bird.
I'm going to sip the dew. The dew is your friend if you respect the dew.
Chestnut does water.
Yes.
I'm not Chestnut. I'm just not.
We know that.
I'm just not that
You're
good.
long nut.
She's got a lot of zingers. I can tell she's been quarantined.
Yeah, she's been pent up.
That's all I've been doing, just sitting at home writing Jaybird insults.
The gremlin's got energy.
Yeah, she does.
Come on, dog. I need a hype man.
I got you.
I need you to be supportive.
You can do this.
I need you to but you have to actually really believe it, because that did not sound convincing.
You're the best we have.
You are still sounding.
You're the man that brought us March Snackness.
Okay, this is working. Keep it coming.
6 is a good number that Virginia has. In fact, if I were Vegas, I would set that as the odds to go over under. 6 would be a push if you eat 6 in 38 minutes.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to beat Joey Chestnut. We all know that. This is just me to compare.
Yeah, 32 in 38 minutes, not going to happen.
But what is KVJ respectable? If I got double digits?
Oh,
that's amazing if you do that. I think if you get less than 5, that's weak. Like, people are going to be like...
People are going to be like...
People are going to give you a hard time if you get less than 5.
Let's kick his ass.
Yeah. How about this? If I do less than 5, the entire audience can meet me in the parking lot to kick my ass.
I love it.
But I don't know. That's not social distancing.
They have to keep 6 feet from you. They can only throw things at you.
They can throw things at me.
Yes, that's what it is.
Get some brooms. And if I eat less than 5 is what we're saying.
Less than 5.
The audience gets to.
They can hit you with really long sticks.
They get to cane me.
Whips. If you got a long enough whip.
Oh, whips would work.
Okay, all right. So that's my motivation.
Okay.
Nobody will show up.
The beating.
The beating.
Okay. So, Virginia, you think 6 is what he's going to do. Okay. Everybody else, let's get an over-under here.
I was gonna eat him cold. You know why I wasn't eating them cold, Kev? Because
Why?
you've been telling me I've been going to these eating challenges with too much I want to enjoy it kind of an attitude. I think I just got to go in it cold and raw.
I know, but how does it slide down best? I would think a little bit of warmth would be good for this sandwich.
Okay, I'll heat it up.
That was quick.
Yeah, because last time you were talking about you did butter, and that was just adding extra. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. The extra
pancakes.
You just added
with
extra
waffles.
food. Yeah.
Yeah, the waffles. Gosh, that was a
Waffles.
tough challenge. Oh,
Yeah.
that was awful. All right, let me get focused. Let me think of the positive.
This is this is less than an hour.
You're right.
You can do this.
I got this.
You did waffles for like half a day.
Bird's gonna put a 10 spot on the board.
Okay, Virginia has set it at 6. All right, let's see what everybody has to say here.
Heat it
Okay.
up for 30 seconds.
Do you think it's going to? We got Denny's and Suits in the other studio over there. Do you think it's going to be over, under, or push at 6? What do you think? Okay, we got Denny's and Suits going under.
Oh.
I'm gonna go under.
Oh, and the room turns quick.
Miho 5. Oh my.
Under 6. Okay.
I can already tell this is shaping up.
Oh
to,
damn! Miho said 4.5.
This is shaping up to be a bad day.
Well, I just got to prove everybody in here wrong.
Come on, Bird.
Okay, 3 people are saying that you're going to go under 6. Virginia said 6. She said that. We'll let people put in their thoughts here.
We want to thank our friends Steve and Chrissy at Bear Rabbit Design. They actually sponsored the Big Mac Challenge and are paying for the Big Macs. So thank you, guys.
Okay. All right, Jaybird's put a little bit of heat behind his Big Macs.
There you go. I think warmer's better. Get that cheese melty. You like a melted cheese.
I do.
Now, do you need to have Virginia standing by to warm up other ones? Because this is a time thing. I'm going to set the clock. It's going to go at 38 minutes. There's no pausing the clock. There's nothing. As soon as I start it, it's just going.
I don't want to turn this into a huge debate, but I love room temperature food.
All right, then you do you, boo.
I know, because I know it's going to turn into a thing. I just want to get focused here. I don't want to fight. I want to
Okay.
unite. I stop the fight and start the uniting.
Okay.
You just got to eat more than 5 or you're getting your ass kicked in the parking
Right.
lot.
It's
So
gonna get
that
ugly.
needs to be your primary focus right now.
Just get 6, Bird.
I mean, people are already talking about what they're going to bring, bottles, cans.
Okay, to avoid the beating, I have to eat 5 or I have to eat 6.
You have to eat 6.
Why did I say that?
Yeah. That's where we are.
You have to finish 6.
I got to finish.
You got to be on 7.
Okay, all right, I can do this. I can do this. Denny's, you're my hype guy. I'm going to need you to come in every so few minutes.
What?
He knows. He speaks Bird.
So few minutes.
Every other minute, come in here.
Luckily, we've got several listeners with bullwhips, so they're going to be standing by and ready to go.
I figured KVJ Nation had some S&M gear.
Yeah, of course. All right, here we go. He's standing by, ready to do this. Jaybird, this is World Record Wednesday. Trying to see exactly how impressive Joey Chestnut's world record that he just set on March 6th is. 32 McDonald's Big Macs in 38 minutes and 15 seconds. That is 15.36 pounds of food. All right, Jaybird, are you ready?
I'm ready.
On your mark, get set, and go. All right, the clock is going. Timer is underway. Jaybird working through it. Okay, I got a mouthful of Big Mac.
She's a big sandwich, Kev.
It smells great. You put a little bit of heat onto those things. Oh, the smell is amazing.
I did. So I'm gonna go.
Better with a little warmth, do you think? Was that a good move?
I don't like microwaving my fast food. I like eating at room temperature.
Odd.
It is odd.
You better stop talking and start eating.
Yeah, it's true.
Giving his analysis.
Yeah, all right.
Wasting time.
Get to the eating. That is a big old sandwich. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Can you do that, Virginia?
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Wow.
You deserve a break today
At McDonald's.
Right, okay, there we go. All right, just to kind of give you a quick little breakdown here, the McDonald's Big Mac, you're looking at 563 calories per Big Mac is what we're looking at on that. Okay. Not that we're looking at that kind of stuff. It's got 33 grams of fat It has got over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, but 26 grams of protein. That's some good stuff in there. 44 grams of carbs, which I know you love your carbs. Okay. How you doing? How's he doing over there, Virginia? I cannot see.
He's doing good. It looks like he's deconstructing a little bit. So he's moving around breads and patties and
extra saucy too.
Of course, he's making it messy.
Okay. Well, that's just what he does. That's how the bird operates. Does he have one complete?
He's about 3/4 of the way through his first Big Mac, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty good timing. You are just about 2 minutes into this right now. The World Record Wednesday Big Mac Eating Challenge. We're figuring if you're going to get the push, that is 6 Big Macs. That is the goal that Virginia set for you. You're going to need to do a Big Mac every 6 minutes.
Push it.
Okay.
Push it. Push it.
All right, we're going to check in with this. If you want to watch KVJ TV, go to YouTube. Look for the KVJ show, and you can see how Jaybird is doing with World Record Wednesday. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes. You know, it's kind of interesting, and I didn't know what I would get on this, but there's oddly a good amount of positivity going on, even despite all the chaos that we're dealing with here in the world with the coronavirus. And so we asked the question on our Facebook and Instagram last night, what is your one odd positive from the coronavirus?
I like it, Kevin.
If you could find an odd positive out of this, what is it? We'll let you know the top answers coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
It is World Record Wednesday here at the KVJ Show, and Jaybird is chasing greatness. Joey Chestnut, the greatest competitive eater that this planet has ever seen, recently set a record for the most Big Macs. Now, what he did was 32 in 38 minutes and 15 seconds. How impressive is that feat? Jaybird is making a run at it here. We are going with just putting 38 minutes on the clock to see how he does, and he's got 26 minutes and change left. Ooh. Okay, how far are we in here, Virginia?
We are 3/4 of the way through Big Mac number 4.
Wow.
And I feel terrible.
Wow.
She kicked it into high gear during commercial.
Whoa, that is massively impressive.
I don't have the power to keep going. Not at that speed.
Okay,
all right,
well,
you did the work though. You outpaced yourself. Now you just have to try to keep what Kevin said. You got to do one every 3 to 4 minutes, and you'll be good.
Yeah, but you said you got pretty full right after one. I mean, they no 2. 2 is about where you did it. He's speaking Big Mac.
But you understand what he's saying, so
yeah,
it's
I got
working.
it. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll check in there. You can watch Bird, see how he does. Plenty of time still on the clock. 6 was the goal. That was the push.
Uh-oh.
And it's looking a lot better now. Again, if you hurl, it's all over. You wind up with a 0.
Yes, you cannot throw up.
Yeah,
got to keep it down.
Yeah, any barfing resets everything. So. And there was a lot of naysayers on this show, too. 3 of us predicted that you would go under the number of 6. So let's see if Berg can do some amazing stuff here.
He's finished his 4th Big Mac just now, Kevin.
Wow. Okay. There you go. I got to tell you, that is very impressive. You do just 1 more, and that's the number I thought you were going to probably land at about 5, and you got 24 minutes to do that.
So I need water.
We told you.
I get it, and I hear you.
What did we say?
Here's the thing. I just know how I have to have a little bit of flavor in the beginning with the Mountain Dew. If I would have started off with water, I don't think I would have got through 4, honestly. Now I need to go to water. I know my body better than you. Step off.
Okay. Odds side prop bets that we have going on here. How long before he hurls? I think some people are taking some money on that.
That's a good thing to put some action on. He might hurl around 35, 36 minutes because he pushes so hard.
Stephanie L., with the soda bubbling up, he's bound to fail.
Oh.
Thanks for the pick-me-up,
Don't
Stephanie.
read the comments.
No, it helps.
Joey Chestnut, don't read the comments.
You're right, I'm shutting it off.
He focuses.
You're right, I'm shutting it off.
What are you doing?
You're... Oh,
you got pieces of Big Mac all stuck in your laptop.
Jeez.
Get that thing out of here. You don't need the comments. You got to focus.
No, leave me alone.
She's not really helping you with her coaching, huh?
She's not.
Oh.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, we'll check in with Bird here in a bit. World record Wednesday, 23 minutes are left on the clock. Okay. Last night on social media, we had posted up, what is your one odd positive from the coronavirus? Now, there are a few things that, hey, if you always try to look for the good things in life and a little bit of gratitude here and there, you can find some stuff. And like, for instance, free food delivery. Uber Eats was waiving delivery fees for independent restaurants.
Okay.
So if you love getting food delivery, that's an odd positive from the coronavirus. Universal Pictures was breaking their traditional theatrical window of 90 days to make its current and upcoming films available for on-demand rental at home. Like Invisible Man, The Hunt, Emma, and Trolls World Tour, I hear even is going to get an early home debut so you can, do your social distancing and watch things you would normally have to go to a theater to see right at home. That's kind of cool. And I don't know if this is a positive, but Cats is now available for streaming.
All right. I'm going to check that out.
People are saying it's bad, but is it so bad that you might have a good time getting into it and laughing about it?
Yeah, if you want to have a couple cocktails and just kind of troll for a while, that might be the way to go. There are a couple things. One, a lot of people were noting, and these are some of the top responses that we got on our social media that I thought was really cool. A lot of people were saying just an overall feeling that people are getting along better and helping others.
That is true.
I think this is so big that we're saying we can't make this alone. We are going to have to team up to take this on against the virus and against the financial impact on it, that everybody's got to chip in and help everybody where they can.
And if you see somebody struggling, or if you know about some neighbors that you have that may need help, go leave a little note in their mailbox and say, hey, here's my phone number.
Yeah.
If you need anything, call me. I want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to have face-to-face contact with anybody to help them. You can leave stuff for them that will help them in this time.
One of the comments said, I went to Publix over the weekend and people were so pleasant, even though they didn't have everything that they needed. People were smiling and chill.
Good.
That's nice. That's the tone that people are taking with this. Somebody else put up, appreciating my own oasis more time with family. The weather has been great, working from home in my patio while watching my kids play in the pool. That really is kind of cool. It's been really chill. I've loved having my son Cannon home. We played an hour's worth of basketball yesterday.
Yeah, I got in the tub with Rocco yesterday, and we played for an hour, and I was just like, wow, when do I ever have the time for this?
Playing in the tub is very fun.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, especially when you're alone.
Those bubbles soap you up real nice.
I like a tub.
Keep eating.
All right, sorry.
Stop talking.
People connecting with family has been a big thing. A lot of people were putting up there. Somebody said, my husband is no longer working for the next 30 days, which means we both have a month to bond with our newborn due this weekend.
Oh,
that's great timing, right?
That is.
Somebody said, I get to save my vacation time for later in the summer now instead of for my kids' spring break. Kind of pumped about that.
Okay.
I guess. Less traffic.
Yes, that is true. You see a lot less people.
That was one of the top comments. People loving their commutes to and from work are a lot easier now. Somebody said, my dog is thrilled that I'm home all the time.
Aw.
People loving that. Somebody else said, turning off my morning alarm was wonderful. Yeah, people who like to sleep in, you get to basically wake up whenever you want to and kind of set your own schedule. That's kind of cool. Somebody else said, I don't have to wear anything except for pajamas until April 15th when hopefully school resumes. I'm a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people were down with that. Somebody else said, no statewide testing for public schools. My kid stresses about these big time. I know kids, that was a major positive for a lot of kids last night. They were dancing around.
Yeah, Magnolia, she brought it up to me twice yesterday. What about the testing, though, Mom? What about the testing? You're good. Don't worry. Don't stress. You're not going to have to do the testing.
Mm-hmm. Cooking delicious meals for my kids without rushing, somebody said, and saving money on daycare and tuition and aftercare apparently is helping somebody else out.
Jay Bird just finished his Big Mac number 5.
Wow, look at that, Bird. Okay, number 5 down the hatch. He's holding on to it. You got 19 minutes left.
I just have to get through one horn.
One what?
I don't think.
What did you say there?
I don't know what I just said.
What did
He choked on a meat nugget.
Okay,
I don't know what
I didn't.
just said.
I'm not sure.
I just need one.
Definitely got my attention.
You're spitting meat nuggets everywhere
yes.
when you talk. Ugh.
Yeah, Big Mac shooters.
There's so much shrapnel.
Okay.
I just need one more so I don't get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
You got this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one more Big Mac and...
You are not getting your butt kicked in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else said an odd positive of the coronavirus. A lot of fitness subscriptions are free as well as kids' online learning.
Nice.
Yeah. Adobe has given 2-month subscriptions for free for their Creative Cloud. Somebody else said, I'm reading a lot more books. And someone else has a new appreciation for toilet paper.
Right? You don't realize what you have when it's plentiful. But if you have some right now, there are some people that are using napkins, y'all.
Yeah.
From fast food places.
Oh, that's the roughest.
I know.
There are a lot of people that are really pumped because they had social engagements booked that they really did not want to have to attend. And they're all getting canceled and no one can throw shade at you or be upset with you. It's like, coronavirus, yeah, it's shut down. We can't go. And they're like, thank you, God. So happy.
I was going to have to pay for a trip that I could not afford to take. And I'm kind of happy it got canceled because I was going to have to move money around to be able to afford the plane tickets and everything. So I'm like, phew, okay, that's good.
Somebody else got out of jury duty. They're like, thank God for that. People getting stuff done, too, they haven't done in a while. Somebody said, finally, after 3 years after moving in, I got the garage organized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and somebody said, with my garage, gym, and pool, I will for sure come out skinnier with a bomb-ass tan.
Good for you.
Yeah, I think that's it for a lot of people.
How are you doing? You're staring down Big Mac number 6?
I know. I'm
Making it nervous.
How many... How many minutes do we have left?
Are you speaking English?
Hey, me.
Sound like a Star Wars character.
Yeah, you did.
16 and a half.
Oh, okay.
16 and a half to only eat one Big Mac
Come
after you've
on.
knocked down 5.
The day before, I talked so much trash.
You can do it. People are holding on to this for hope.
You're right.
You're giving people hope in dark times.
When you say people, you mean Denny's.
Yeah, probably just Denny's in suits.
Well, I mean, right? You're gonna shut up 3 members of the show if you can knock down one
I'm going
more.
to. I'm gonna stay focused. Yeah, I'm good.
3 of us said you're gonna
this.
get under 6, and you're under 6 still.
Staying positive, but I gotta get focused. Come on.
Yes. Somebody said my daughter has another year of eligibility to play softball and gets another year of college paid for.
Okay,
All right.
positive.
Yeah, that is very cool. Someone else said fire memes all day. My Facebook has never been more entertaining. Okay. And somebody said they still have plenty of beer and staying home by myself and drinking seems pretty normal now.
Okay.
So there you go.
That's the new normal.
That's the
The
new
memes
normal.
are good. And yeah, if you're going to stay home and drink and just surf the soch,
Yeah.
that's fun.
I got a meme for you to check out. If you have not seen this guy, he's very entertaining. The guy that's doing the sign language for Governor DeSantis on TV.
Very animated.
He is very animated.
I love this guy.
Yeah, he's really good. He made a stank face And I don't know what exactly he was saying, but you just have to realize whatever that was, it's not good.
When all of this is over, can we hire him?
I think his name's Drew, somebody commented on, yeah.
He's amazing.
He really is.
We've never done sign language interpretation on KVJ TV. I think this is one of the positives that needs to come out of this.
Yeah.
We add that.
I don't know what exactly the governor said or if the governor farted. Bird said, "Oh no, I'm going to throw up."
Oh no, don't do it, Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nickname I like. I like Sweet Pea.
You're 3/4 of the way through Big Mac number 6. Don't blow it now.
Okay.
All right, the whole sandwich just went in. Don't know if that was a good move. She should have took smaller bites, but I don't want to be critical because I get yelled at.
You're at 12 minutes left. You've got some time. And now I think maybe the question is to keep down the work you've done. He's done 5, working on 6 Big Macs over here. Okay.
He's got great numbers.
He does have really good numbers.
He
now
shocked the room.
He's got to hold on to him, Virginia. Any kind of Ralphing, that takes everything off the board here.
Small bites, girl.
Yeah,
what
6.
You doing?
6 was the betting number here. It's looking pretty positive so far.
There's so much lettuce and sesame seeds under his workstation. Denny's, we're going to need a vacuum.
Okay.
6.
6
wow.
down. 6 down.
6. Okay. You're at the push right now. And if you keep it down, then you've shut up 3 people on the KVJ show who did not believe that Jay Bird was going to be able to eat 6 in 38 minutes. The record set by Joey Chestnut, 32 Big Macs, 38 minutes and 15 seconds.
I mean,
how does he
That's
do
insane.
it?
That's unreal.
That's unreal.
He is just a machine.
I mean, I'm 6 in, and I am struggling so bad. I'm struggling. It sounds like I'm about to start weeping.
I mean, get it together.
No, but that's rough, man.
Grab number 7 and stop talking.
Okay. Got a few more odd positives that people are finding. I love the positivity that people are getting here from the coronavirus. There are some cool things. A lot of people are saying, less traffic, spending time with family, kind of some cool stuff, getting some stuff done I didn't get to do before. Somebody else said, hey, Frozen 2 on Disney. That's an odd positive that came from all this.
Okay.
People were excited to get that 2 months early. Somebody else said, I'm not a hugger now. That I am not. I've got a good excuse for telling people not to come close to me. Okay. If you're not a hugger, you don't like all that, be like, no, I'm good. Hold off. That's, I guess, an odd positive. Got somebody who said that one odd positive is cheap gas. You seen, I think it's going to be less than $2 a gallon in some places.
I noticed that the gas is dropping big time.
Like crazy. Yeah, not necessarily know where to go, but still, it's positive.
The racetrack up here by us, it's $2.12 a gallon, because I check.
Yeah. Somebody said, no cops to catch me for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt. Okay.
I got so nervous this morning. I flew by a sheriff's officer going about 20 miles over the speed limit. Oh.
Yeah, I had something too. I was coming to work and I had my seatbelt on. I'm all over the place.
I think we all are. We're all a little off of our head game.
Yeah. Somebody else said, my positive is I can finally start clearing off my DVR. And somebody else put together an old movie playlist for my kids. Clueless, Titanic. I did realize how old I really am, but...
That is true. You can break out the old classics and start showing them to the kids and enjoying them with the kids.
Yeah.
I want Mags to see Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think she'll appreciate it.
A lot of people are pumped, too, that they're hearing a lot less about politics. They're saying, not that I'm pumped to have wall-to-wall coronavirus, but, at least I'm not dealing with politics that much right now.
You're right. How you doing, Bird?
Not great.
Not great.
He's still pushing it, though.
People hate when I complain during these things. Like, why you do me complain, little bitch?
All right, I'll stop commenting.
So I'm trying not to complain, but if you want honest, or you want me to lie?
Honest.
I feel horrific.
Go slow.
You're working on your 7th Big Mac right now?
Yes, sir.
You got 8 minutes left.
I know.
Don't blow it. Don't be like a geyser.
Well, that's what I'm trying to debate. Do I want to keep pushing, or do I want to just sustain?
Baby bites. Baby bites.
Oh, gosh, I think almost Virginia whispering might be even more annoying than her talking noise.
Baby bites.
Baby bites. Gosh, it's
hot breath.
If you're trying to help me, don't.
You have lettuce on your face.
Surprise! That's all I have it on.
I can't speak to you. It's very distracting.
No, I know.
You gotta wipe it.
I feel. I love Big Macs. I love them.
Not anymore.
No, I do. I love them. I just 6 in this many. It's tough.
I can tell you're doing great, though. You're already, all the naysayers, you're passing them up. And I mean, that's really kind of what it is, right?
All the naysayers? Yeah.
No, there's plenty of hate comments
Trust
still.
me. There's a lot of hate to be had, my friend.
That's okay. Every champion has haters.
Okay.
And you, right now, are a champion.
I like
You're
it.
not getting your butt whipped in the parking lot. That's a win.
Just sustain, Bird. Just sustain.
Okay.
Baby bites. Baby bites. Baby bites.
Is that how you talk sweet nothings to Panda?
Oh, come here, Panda.
Oh, God.
Let me give you some baby bites. Baby bites.
All right, you got to stop. You are making me nauseous.
Some other stuff going on here. Somebody said I don't have to deal with my awful roommates now my university has gone to remote classes. That is an odd positive. Somebody said Bagel Boys in Jupiter is offering curbside pickup. Just place your order online over the phone. Yeah, a lot of places are doing that. In fact, if you go to our Facebook page, we have got a whole list of restaurants in South Florida that are offering pickup, delivery, that kind of stuff.
I love the concept of curbside pickup, guys.
Yep.
You make it even easier for me. I don't have to get out of the car. I don't have to worry about leaving my kids in the car. Curbside pickup is brilliant. Everybody get on that.
Somebody said, I'm friends with dozens of musicians who have been negatively impacted, and the positivity that they've had, they maintain good attitudes, and most of them are doing live streams of their music, so people have access to it on any platform that they can see, and they're doing virtual tip baskets to help make up for some of the lost income. So if you see any of those local musicians and performers, stuff like that, there are ways you can Venmo money and things like that to make up for people that do that kind of stuff. And somebody said, my odd positive, the coronavirus, dispensary in Port St. Lucie has buy one, get one free on buds.
Okay.
And I don't think they mean chicken and seafood. So there you go.
Maybe somebody over here needs some weed so they can get hungry again. She looks like she's hit a wall.
Denny's!
Denny's, quick!
Is weed...
I know you got that emergency ball.
Is weed and food eating challenges the equivalent to steroids
Oh, that's
in
definitely
baseball?
like steroids.
That's
Steroids in baseball.
Like Joey Chestnut, he don't smoke no weed before he goes in there, does he?
You don't know.
We don't know. They definitely do not drug test for a food challenge because...
They wear sunglasses sometimes.
Well, the one we did one where I was allowed in a legit one.
2J's sponsored it. It was
Yes.
at downtown at the Gardens. It was
And-
corned beef sandwiches.
And they didn't ask for any kind of...
They didn't have you pee in a cup.
They did not.
You could have been high as a kite. Does that make you eat faster and longer?
That's got to be some kind of...
It's added advantage.
Oh,
Yeah,
if
no
you,
doubt.
If you ate some edibles or something and then you went into an eating challenge, I think you could do some damage.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Clearly,
you
I
could.
didn't-
Clearly, we did it all wrong.
Clearly, I did not do that.
Why didn't we do the research?
Okay, 4 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll come back and see what Jaybird's final tally is here on World Record Wednesday.
Do I continue or do I sustain?
Baby bites.
Yeah.
Baby bites.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, Jaybird, time is up. World Record Wednesday is over. He was chasing greatness. What Joey Chestnut had done, Jaybird tried to see if he could do. Now, I mean, 32 Big Macs in 38 minutes is absolutely insane. And Joey Chestnut is not even a man. That's a machine that can put down that kind of number. Jaybird, though, I got to tell you, we're all highly impressed because we were thinking 6 or less is what you're going to go with. Virginia gave you the credit of 6. 3 other people on the show said they thought you were going to do under. You did 6.5 for an over. Jaybird got the over on that. If you were betting, 6.5 Big Macs in 38 minutes.
I'm not thinking straight. I had to lay down immediately, and then I'm laying down on our dirty carpet. I'm like, oh, great.
That's definitely got the coronavirus.
There's no way.
That carpet is definitely corona.
If we're lucky, that's all it has. That's if everything goes our way.
Well, let's see here. Pretty impressive numbers that you did here. 3,659 calories.
Yeah, I know I'm not very good at these challenges.
Oh,
I know this.
No, I think that's impressive.
I appreciate that, Kevin.
I'm giving you credit here.
I hear you.
Don't tear yourself down. I want to build you up, Jaybird.
Thank you.
Yes, I think that's really impressive stuff.
I feel like, it was. Thank you.
214 grams of fat. That's impressive, too.
Okay, those are some good stats.
Yeah. See, I mean, I want you to feel good about this.
you shouldn't eat for like 4 days.
I don't know if I can.
Well, you got that Oprah pizza.
You're right.
Don't tell me you're not. You're talking about how much you're looking forward to that. Don't tell me you're not doing that Oprah pizza now later.
I'm watching my calories with the Oprah pizza.
Right. You got to balance out eating almost 7 Big Macs. How you going to do it? All right. Very nice. Impressive stuff.
Everything's a blur.
The best is the still shot photo that somebody sent of Jaybird just looking at the Big Mac saying the struggle is real.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. You got to come check this out. Look at this photo we got over here. We're going to post that up. I sent that to Denny's. Denny's, can you post up the results with that photo? Jaybird just, wow. That is a man who is, whoa.
How did I age 8 years during that bit?
Look terrible. We'll get that up on all of our social media platforms. Make sure you follow along. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, I will tell you about some relief maybe here from the coronavirus. Some good news, a little positivity for you. Coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Cardi B was notably worried about the coronavirus. We talked about it, and she had kind of made a little Instagram video. Well, a DJ and a producer named Marquise took that little riff of her talking about the coronavirus and turned it into a dance track that is now trending. It's the number 9 song in the overall iTunes U.S. song chart right now. It's called Coronavirus by Marquise, and the talent on there is Cardi B. The problem is you can't rip somebody's voice from their Instagram and turn it into a song for your own profit. That's a copyright violation.
Yeah, anytime you're taking anything from the internet without permission and you're making money off of it, that's illegal.
Yeah, and Cardi is not even the person that this DJ Marquise is going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight Atlantic Records because they own Cardi, and so they're going to sue him.
Of course.
Is he making money? If your song goes up and it's number 9 on the iTunes songs chart, you're making money, right?
Yeah, and if it's
so
not,
Atlantic's going to take all of it.
Well, yeah. If none of the stuff you did is yours and you're taking someone else's stuff, you're not going to be able to keep the money.
What if the beat is his, but the voice is her going, coronavirus, it's getting real?
Then you'll have to pay a percentage.
Interesting. So isn't it still worth it then? Because a percentage is better than nothing at all.
Well, think about it. Even if, let's say you get no money out of it, you have the notoriety now with all of this. And
Thank you.
You would argue it is worth it.
It definitely is worth it because yesterday we didn't know who the hell DJ Marquise was, but now I've said his name 3 times.
Well, for that person, it's so totally worth it.
Yeah, I looked up the song on iTunes. It's super annoying because it's just the same thing over and again, over and again, and over and again.
Yeah.
The coronavirus, it's getting real. But there you go, making money. In other news, it looks like the Animal Planet has announced that they are going to make something nice for all of us because we're all, hopefully self-isolating at home and figuring out what to do as far as entertainment. They are going to do on Animal Planet 90 hours of puppies and kittens. And it's going to be a show called Too Cute, a 94-hour marathon where they'll just have puppies and kittens from when they're days old to all the major milestones in that baby animal's first few months of life.
Is that the same network that runs that program, Planet Earth? Where you see everything on planet Earth with the most highest quality of the camera?
I don't know. It sounds like their repertoire. Animal Planet, Planet Earth. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Why not?
So if you're into the puppies and kittens and you're sick of all the coronavirus stuff, check that one out. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
What about Vanessa Hudgens?
Yeah, I had to tease the story, Virginia, when you weren't here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang.
Yeah, she's created a lot of drama, and people are very mad at her because she did a video the other night where she was doing like a makeup tutorial.
It was live.
And people started asking her questions during it. And I think this is where you get into trouble. When you're live and you haven't had a PR person look at your stuff before you hit send.
You're quarantined. You're used to everyone talking with you. And then you're in this room. So you have 2 clips here. You have her saying the actual comment, and then the next day, the follow-up apology, of course.
Well, what got my attention was when it was posted, I saw it said, "How to Ruin Your Career in 27 Seconds" by Vanessa Hudgens. Well, at least she had that moment of self-reflection where
immediately you became self-aware, but I think it was too late.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
I think I counted 6 likes.
Okay. That's impressive. And then, of course, this.
So yesterday I did an Instagram live, and I realized today that some of my comments are being taken out of context. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy, crazy time. And I am at home and in lockdown. And that's what I hope you guys are doing too. In full quarantine and staying safe and sane. Yeah, I don't take this situation lightly by any means. I am home. So stay inside, y'all.
Okay.
That's not what we're upset about. We're upset that you said people are going to die and you get it and it's inevitable.
So someone sat her down because if you play both of the clips, she doesn't say like one time in that second clip.
Which means it was written for her?
Yes.
Yeah. I believe the first statement.
Well, the first one's her. She's live. She's talking.
Oh, girl, you stepped in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and people want to know who is Vanessa Hudgens. She was in the High School Musical, and then she tried Spring Breakers, a movie, and then she really hasn't done a lot since that, has she?
She played Rizzo on the Grease live.
Okay.
She's super cute.
Yeah.
She needs to just take down her soch.
Just play some board games.
Okay. There you go. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
You're done.
Any other stories you skipped?
Any other stories I didn't do that you wanted? I'm sorry.
No, I think we're all good on that. Well, there was no March Madness this year, so instead we're doing our own bracket. It's March Fatness, Jaybird's snack bracket. The snack it is posted. We started with 64 snacks. We've got it down to 32. Jaybird, which snack do you think sounds most delicious to you right now?
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'll tell you what it's not, Kevin, and that would be some Big Mac.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, thankfully it's...
So
Big Mac is on
for the
here.
first time we've doing this bit, the wind's taken out of my sails a little bit talking about it.
The one thing we did find out from round 1 is your Snickers, the top vote getter, 325 votes that got, and Snickers easily moving on to the second round of the bracket, beating out the Baby Ruth.
Fat Kevin, would you be shocked if you don't see Snickers in the Final Four?
Yeah, if it's not in the championship, I'll be shocked.
I'd be shocked too.
I think Snickers wins the whole thing.
I mean, they spend
Yeah.
a lot of money on marketing. They had Super Bowl commercials. They better win.
To me, the most shocking of the day was Cool Ranch Doritos going down.
Upset. That's a first-round upset. That was a 12-5 seed, too.
That was,
Yeah, it was.
definitely.
That always happens, yeah. In round 2, Snickers is taking on 100 grand, the candy bar. That's going to demolish it.
Snickers is going to have an easy time.
Cheetos goes against Planters cheese balls.
Battle of the cheese.
Wow.
Cheetos wins.
Cheetos does win. I picked Cheetos on that one.
Absolutely.
The cheese balls are so good, though, because they can't disintegrate in your mouth if you pour enough soda in there.
I think you went with the wrong brand. Personally, Utz makes a better cheese ball.
And there's a reason why we didn't do Utz. Because I felt like Planters was more of a well-known brand than Utz.
It
Utz
is.
is kind of regional, and it's just now kind of coming to the forefront.
Utz makes a better product, but Planters is more known. I get your thought
And I'm
process.
addressing this only because I don't want you to think I did not think about Utz, because I did.
Okay. You got Hostess chocolate cupcake versus Snyder's honey mustard pretzels.
I think Snyder's just barely beats that.
Barely, yeah.
That's going to be a close one, baby.
And that might just depend upon what kind of mood I'm in that day.
I think that's going to be for most vote getters, Kevin.
Thank you. Nutter Butter Cookies is going up against the Hostess chocolate cupcake. Denny's, that can't be right. You got it on here twice.
Uh-oh.
Denny's!
All right, we'll have to.
Damn it, Denny's.
We'll have to readdress the poll here.
You broke Kevin's bracket?
Well, it is South Florida. There's voting involved, so there's going to be some messing up.
I mean, people are holding on to this. This is the only hope we have in this corona time.
I will say this is one of the things that I'm holding on to in my life right now that I'm
Okay,
really,
well, we're
really,
going to have to revamp and
really
take a
taking
look at this and
seriously.
get it right.
Damn it, Denny's.
I might need this more than the no-name movie game belt.
We'll readdress this a little bit later then. I'll come back to that. We have to check our polls. We might have to yank that one
Imagine
down.
that. The KVJ show didn't count right.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Look, controversy is great for this sport. It puts it on the map.
Okay, time for another round of Who is Legit. We got one person on here that is who they say to be. The other person is not. And today, with coronavirus going around, we've got ourselves a pharmaceutical nurse. We have to try to figure out exactly which one is the legitimate pharmaceutical nurse and which one is trying to pretend to be that. Okay, we've got Nurse Lily here is our first one. Hello, Nurse Lily.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you all doing?
Good. She sounds very nursey, doesn't she?
That has a nurse wit about her.
Mm-hmm. And we've also got Nerf Pfizer here. Hello, Nurse Pfizer.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic.
Doing good.
It's
Okay.
kind of nursey too, Kev.
Okay, so I would like to hear just kind of in your own words here. Give me a little idea of your day-to-day on a pharmaceutical nurse. Tell me maybe 2 or 3 of your job responsibilities, because everybody knows nurse. I just am not really sure pharmaceutical nurse, what that means. So, Nurse Lily, what would you say 2 to 3 things that you would see in your typical day?
Okay. I would see a question from a healthcare provider about using a medication off-label. I would see adverse event reports and product quality complaints.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, she said a lot of big words. Those get points.
Sounded very medical.
Sounded smarter than us. Also points.
How about you, Nurse Pfizer? What do you see on a typical day?
Well, I make a couple visits to different doctors to, show them the new medicines that we're offering. I also check in with certain insurance companies to see which insurance companies would be able to have their the people that have, that have that particular insurance could be eligible for a trial through any of the medicines that my company offers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And,
All right. Okay. There you go. I got a leader after round 1.
I need to.
I don't know about you. All right, Virginia, what do you got for a question here? We're trying to figure out which one of these is the legit pharmaceutical nurse. One of them is lying. Which one is lying? Is it Nurse Lily or Nurse Pfizer?
Everybody's talking about the coronavirus. What's your take on it? Since you are nurses, you're kind of insiders. Break it down for us just a little bit. What's your take on corones?
It really is a matter of keeping yourself educated. You need to know how long it lasts on surfaces. You need to know how often you've been exposed to things outside of your normal environment. Keep yourself, your immune system as fit as you can. Get enough rest. Just try to keep yourself healthy.
Okay. And Nurse Pfizer, what would you say? Any advice on how you're dealing with the coronavirus, or what is your day-to-day with it?
Well, as well as what Nurse Lily was saying, like eating healthy, I also incorporate a lot of exercise, yoga, just to keep the breath and the lungs nice and strong. And, just to be very aware of your surroundings.
Okay.
That you're paying attention to everywhere you touch. Try not to touch. And if you do touch, wash your hands or carry sanitizer.
Okay. All right, Jaybird, what is your question that you might have here for one of these pharmaceutical nurses? One is legit, one is not.
We're going to do a little role playing here.
I'm not surprised. He wants to break it down with a little bit of kinky.
I am in the hospital, and you are in the room with me, and all of a sudden, the machines are going crazy. You have to make an announcement out to the doctor out in the hallway, but it's got to be loud. It's got to be like you're screaming because it's an emergency. What do you say when we have like a code red situation here? Okay.
Okay.
And action.
Nurse Lily.
I'm sorry, code red. You can't handle the truth.
You're right.
Wait a minute. That's legal, not medical.
It's a few good men.
Okay, code death.
Okay, she gets comedy points for that. That was a good one.
All right, here we go.
Code blue.
Code blue.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I'm a pharmaceutical nurse. I really wouldn't be the one you'd call if you were in cardiac arrest.
Okay.
She's not in the hospital yelling code blue or code red.
I'm just really dumb, I guess.
You asked her a question that doesn't apply. Shocking.
Yeah. So,
Can I please at least...
Girls, you can ignore his question. We're going to move back to Kevin for your last question.
I thought we were on the front lines here.
No, you're fired.
Get out of here. Dang it, pit killer.
I'm just curious too. Let me throw this out here just for some trade knowledge stuff. If you're both claiming to be pharmaceutical nurses, I'm just kind of curious if you would know if I have got the drug Lyrica, what exactly might that go to treat what condition? Do you have any idea, Nurse Lily?
Yes, certainly. Lyrica is it's a medication that's used for nerve, muscle pain, mainly fibromyalgia. You can also use it for seizures. Is also on label, I believe.
Okay.
Interesting.
And let me ask you, it is one of the top pharmaceutical medicines out there. It's called Opdivo. Opdivo, what might that go to treat, Nurse Pfizer, if you had that?
Opdivo for the cancer treatment?
Oh.
Am I close?
Gosh. Yeah, actually, they both nailed it.
They both are right?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was me. I was Nurse Lily. I answered both questions.
Oh, Nurse Lily. Oh, okay.
Oh, dang, she's nailing it.
I'm going to say, okay, well, then let me, okay, Nurse Lily got 2 right then. So let's say that I give you Humira. Humira, this is for Nurse Pfizer. Nurse Pfizer. Humira might go to treat what?
Humira will go to treat anxiety.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have another question here as we try to figure out exactly who is legit?
In my defense, I didn't know. I didn't hear the part about the pharmaceutical part. I just heard nurse.
You're punished. You've been in isolation officially now. You have to isolate yourself from the microphone.
Yo, I'm Big Mac drunk.
You are. Is that what it is? Big Mac drunk. Any guess who you think is legit and who is not? Is it Nurse Lily or is it Nurse Pfizer, Virginia?
I am thinking the legit nurse is Nurse Lily.
Okay, Jaybird?
It's not even close. It's Lily.
I'm going to say Nurse Lily, too. Is it Nurse Lily?
It is.
It is, yes. There you go.
That's hard to fake, y'all.
Yeah, that really was. When you start going down the medicines, that's separated.
I was like,
You did good, Nurse Pfizer.
Very nice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to answer so, specifically.
That's all right. That's all good. It's about the questions that you ask, Virginia.
Yes.
The questions that you ask.
Some are better than others.
I like the role-playing question. I didn't hear therapeutic.
What?
You mean pharmaceutical?
You still didn't hear it.
Big Mac drunk. I'm Big Mac hammered right now.
Nurse Lily, thank you very much for coming on today.
What a poor showing.
Yeah.
Actually, Nurse Lily, can you come over here and check on my heart?
Can you prescribe something to him?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, I wish.
Me too.
All right, well, thanks for playing along. We appreciate it, Nurse Lily.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Stay safe out there.
All right, you got anything interesting going on? Even an interesting life story we're all about as well. That can totally play for Who Is Legit. If you want to be on, you got something you think would be a good round for us, just send us an email. mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Okay, so hey, we're broadcasting. So how do you get the honesty and the truth out of somebody who is not being honest with you? You'd be like, okay, you ever have that where you ask somebody something? I have this all the time with my children. Where you'll ask them something, be like, okay, what? Tell me really what's going on here. Nothing. There's nothing going on. Be like, no.
I feel like something's going on here. I'm not getting all the details.
Right. Yeah. Okay, what is going on here? So what is happening here is Elise has got a situation with her fiance where she found what a kink friend of her told her was a flogger that was wrapped up in a T-shirt hidden in a bottom drawer. And then she keeps finding a belt that is wrapped around like the bathroom door handle. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's just, when I change, I just put it there. She's like, it's just odd. I've just never seen that. And she talked to her friend about that. Same one told her about the flogger and said, I don't know, that might be something where he's into the autoerotic asphyxiation. There have been some people that have died of that. Somebody reminded, hey, the dude from the Kung Fu movies in Kill Bill, David Carradine, died of that.
That's who it is. Thank you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. So what does she do? Because her thought is, well, I don't really know what ended his last marriage, but I could reach out to his ex-wife on social media, be like, hey, did you notice anything? Was he into this kind of stuff? And what do I need to know? You've been down this road before. I can't get the truth out of him. Can you give me the truth?
It's a bold move.
It is a bold move and maybe a terrible move. Somebody texted and said the fact that she doesn't know the real reason that he got divorced is a problem all of its own. Break up. Would you say that? Is that necessary before you move on with somebody to be like, okay, I need to know why if they're divorced, would you want to know why? Be like, what caused it? And if he's protective about it, saying, I don't really want to talk about it.
It's a double-edged sword because just because he did something bad in his last marriage doesn't mean he's going to mess up your marriage with the same thing.
Right.
But past behavior is an indicator of future behavior, so I don't know.
So what the hell are you saying then? You just said two different things.
I don't know. I'm saying I don't know.
You gave us two answers completely opposite.
I always err on the side of nosy, so I think I call the ex, but I don't want him to know I did.
I do not think you should call the ex, obviously.
Somebody said, here's the issue with the flogger. You don't normally use that on yourself. Use that with somebody else.
Oh, it's used?
Meaning if you found a flogger and Panda's
He used it on some other chick.
Or
some other chick used it on him.
But you can flog yourself.
Show me.
I don't got a flogger.
Something tells me you got a flogger at home in your drawer.
I do not have a flogger. Get out of here.
Whatever. Lies.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, some people are thinking just an open discussion, an honest discussion will fix this. But I'm not so sure. If you're sitting down next to somebody and you know they're not being honest with you,
they're lying.
That's not an honest discussion.
You can't have an honest discussion with a liar.
And that's the question here.
It depends on how did you first have your first discussion, though. I think you need to sit down one more time in a calm tone,
Yeah.
full honesty.
More forceful to say, I know you're trying to tell me you're hanging this belt, and that's just what you do with your belt when you're changing, but I'm not buying it.
I think there's a way to sit down with the person and not get the ex involved. Don't get the what are you doing? The ex? Calm down, Bird.
Somebody texted in and said maybe she brings up trying something in the bedroom and seeing if he wants to do it with her, if she's into it. Maybe something a little bit kinky around these bounds. And then just subtly asking about it instead of flat out asking. Maybe showing that you're willing to be a little bit more frisky.
Well, what if she's not?
Well, Meredith was saying that Elise sounds really vanilla. And I don't know if you can tell somebody's sexual nature by the tone of their voice.
You can.
You can. I mean, Exhibit A, Your Honor, Virginia Sinicki.
Yeah, if I had to fake like I was into a flogger, this would be the biggest acting gig of my life.
Oh, and you're a terrible actor.
Terrible.
And you would be mad and judgy, and you would be terrible.
Terrible.
You'd be the worst flogging partner.
I agree.
Okay. Well, that ultimately is the question.
The worst.
So me and you ain't gonna flog.
No, we ain't gonna flog.
Not able to get an honest answer, you feel, so is the ex the only way to go get it? Or how do you deal with it? So, any other thoughts you got for Elise? You can let us know.
I like what Meredith in the chat room said. Tell this chick to go find someone who only likes missionary.
Yeah, you may, their fiance, she may be finding out that her fiance is really not the one, and these are the kind of little things that start adding up. You find a flogger hidden in a drawer, you're finding the belt, and you're like going, okay, I don't know.
Sexual compatibility.
Absolutely, and it doesn't sound like maybe they might have it.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Oh, yeah. Well, lots of insanity around the coronavirus. It seems like this is how the Whacked Out News begins. We talk about all the craziness going on around it because it is really crazy. It's making society be like, wait, what? You feel like you're living in a movie watching this stuff.
It is a crazy movie that you wouldn't believe the script. You'd be like, nah, we can't make this movie. It's not believable.
They say there's a new problem now. People calling 911 when their neighbors are coughing.
Okay, that's a little ridiculous.
I mean,
This is the new normal. Yeah, 911, my neighbor's coughing.
I'm sick of the overreacting. I'm also sick of the term the new normal.
I know, there's a lot of new terms out there, man.
Every newscaster, well, the new normal, Virginia.
Yeah, that's
but
it.
If you are coughing a lot, just go in your house where people can't hear you.
Well,
just go in a room where nobody has to hear you.
I think there's a problem. Some of these people just live in homes where if you're in an apartment, you can hear a lot of what goes on in the other apartment.
Well, the other day,
there's nowhere to go.
Denny's is walking to my place. I'm outside in the courtyard waiting for him, and there's nowhere he could run. He starts coughing. He's going to build himself a house really quick?
That'd be cool if he could.
Do we need soundproof cough bags that you can throw over your head when you're going to cough that will mute the sound?
Well, I don't think you're supposed to throw a bag over your head.
That could be another problem. You're right, Virginia.
Suffocate.
Well, there's other people around. They're hearing him cough, and they're all looking at him like he just committed the worst crime.
Panda went to work yesterday, and he had to go and do a deposition, and the court reporter showed up with a mask on, having a coughing fit. I told him he should have walked out of there right on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what are you doing with it?
If you are having coughing fits and then you try to tell everybody it's allergies,
right.
Hey, chick, nobody believes you and you're putting everybody's fear at a level 10. Even if it is just allergies, you're a jerk.
Well, because the woman at the Walmart I was at, she had a different type of cough than
Yes.
what Denny's had.
And we are all listening for the resonation in your cough, lady.
If you got some reverb to your cough,
if it's deep, if it's dry,
stay home.
Stay home. Don't let people hear you, because even if you don't have the corones, you are freaking everybody out.
Namely, Virginia.
Yes. I want to just punch people, but I don't want to get that close.
That's so hard, isn't it? Maybe you need to start carrying one of those whips.
I need one of those punching like fist on a stick.
Yes.
Can I get that?
Well, listen to this. You might want to punch this woman in Newark, New Jersey. She tested positive for the coronavirus and then took off.
Where did she go?
She arrived at the hospital on Saturday, underwent the test. It provided a a positive result, but she had given a false name and address, and then she took off.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're looking everywhere for a big, oh, my gosh, she's out infecting everybody. And so they finally kind of like put it all together, though, and realized, okay, she lied about her identity and her home address. Luckily, they found her yesterday after the city's mayor made a stern plea for her to come forward. But what kind of interaction she's had since being diagnosed as positive and between she finally came in, who knows?
Okay, you're the judge and you catch her. How many years?
If she's been out and about being reckless, you lock her up for 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months is what you're going with?
I think so. If she went home and quarantined herself, then you just let her stay there.
Okay. Do you give her house arrest because that's where she should have been in the first place?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 6 months in the hole.
Yeah.
The clink, they call it.
Infecting people?
Yeah. You got to put her in isolation because you don't want the other prisoners to get it. Ah!
I set the
It's
hole.
making my brain hurt.
Solitary, dog. You need to get up on your prison terms.
I don't know the prison terms. That's the hole.
The hole is when you go to isolation.
Okay.
Send her to the hole.
Send her to the hole.
Well, the Health Protection Agency is asking people to drastically change the way they say goodbye to loved ones by even live streaming their funerals. Yeah, I think you talked about this yesterday. I mean, they're already dead, right?
They're already dead. I don't think the dead care if you're going to go to their funeral or not. And we just can't be gathering in large groups.
Yeah, they said just keep it to a small number, and they're giving that number of 10 or less, and then everybody else needs to stream in.
These streaming funerals are the new normal, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Corones?
No, I'm good.
There's a stressed out mom that took a picture after her kids found the toilet paper she'd bought and was hoarding.
Oh, no.
And then decided to have a fun little game where they filled up the bathtub with water and threw all the TP in it.
Those monsters.
Yes.
So that whole family's just annoying.
Yeah, they are. Mom who's hoarding the TP and then the kids who ruin the TP.
Can you hang it up and dry it out like
Yeah.
a towel?
I don't know.
You can.
I don't think so.
You can. You can dry it out, but it is going to
It's all clumped together, right?
It's going to be like those fried onions on your butt.
I don't think it's going to come to a part in
Something tells
regular
me
sheets, right?
You've had fried onions on your butt.
I have not.
You know
Oh,
that
yeah.
from experience.
Kevin, I have not.
Uh-huh.
I've not. You know I don't like onions.
Go sell that bag of lies somewhere else.
Are you saying he's wiped with fried onions?
Probably.
Okay.
Use them in the bedroom.
I'll get out of here. You know nothing about me, Syndicate.
I see you.
There's apparently a hoarding going on everywhere. It's not just toilet paper. In Canada, they say they've now started hoarding maple syrup.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean...
They have really good syrup.
Oh, they do?
If it's the legit real stuff, it's expensive and it's valuable.
How terrible would it be if you ran out of that? Well, last July, there was a guy in England that whipped out his junk on the sidewalk while he balanced a pie on his head. That's impressive, huh?
I'm kind of impressed. I mean, I don't want any kids to see it, but I definitely video that if I see it happening.
Unfortunately, he was found guilty of exposure, so you need the video to relive it. But that's pretty impressive. In fact, that sounds like our next sudden death.
Take out your junk and balance a pie on your head.
That's it.
I feel like I could do it.
I do too.
Well, there's a drunk man that got arrested after peeing in the Melbourne, Florida home of a Good Samaritan and then attacking him.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
The victim met the man at a party and took him back to his home because the man didn't have a way to get home. And then the next morning, the victim woke up to the man urinating all over the bedroom. He's like, get out of here. But the guy refused to leave and then punched the victim in the face several times.
You can't bring randoms home. You can't.
The victim was able to wrestle the guy out the front door and called the police, who caught up with him shortly after and charged him with battery, indecent exposure, and property damage.
Yeah, now you've got urine all over your house.
A stranger's urine.
Have fun cleaning that up.
Yeah, I mean, you thought you were worried about the corona before?
Ugh.
Not sure what you can believe on Reddit, but there's a couple posts that people like. There's a woman from Washington that was posting up about a recent hand washing issue. She said in her post, I just realized my soap wasn't working because it's literally a block of cheese. She posted a photo and she was trying to wash her body with cheddar.
I'm not buying that story.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that either. She's stupid, and
Right.
please don't let her go viral.
She's trying to go viral. There's
She's
no
trying,
way.
and she's dumb, and we see you.
I'll give you one round of you thinking it's cheese. After that, there's no way. I'm not buying her
You're
story.
not getting it. Okay. And there's also a debate right now over whether a woman is correct to be upset with her daughter for marrying her fifth cousin. I'd say No, she's not. That's legit. You can do that.
Fifth cousin, that's
Fifth
far
cousin.
removed.
Yeah, I think you totally can date your.
Only first is illegal.
Second, people are definitely talking about you.
Second's weird.
When you leave the room, they're talking about
I'm a little
you.
like, you tell me third, I'm like, eh. Fourth, I'm like, okay. Fifth, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Fifth, I mean, come on.
What's a big deal?
Right.
Right.
Virginia, what do you say? Magnolia's going to marry her fifth cousin.
I'm trying, I don't even know who that would be, but I'm okay with it, I guess. I don't even know how that breaks down.
Okay.
I know who my cousins are.
Oh my gosh, Kevin, you broke her brain.
But I can't.
Too much?
You put a number in it.
A little too much.
I don't even know what that means.
Mama,
Okay.
get some water in you. You look like you need something.
Corone's got me.
I don't know if it's Corona.
No, I was dumb before.
Do not blame your dumbness on Corona.
Numbers have always just slipped me up.
Well, let's see how you do on this. We're going to play an in-show round of Coronavirus Am I Close? All these terms you keep hearing thrown around on the TV, you would think they're all embedded and burned into our brains, but are they? If I give you the term, can you regurgitate it?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Totally.
Okay, we're going to put you to the test next.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Well, like you'd said earlier, Jaber, there's so many new terms that are just the new normal in our life. Because you see them on the news nonstop about this coronavirus stuff.
I swear a lot of the newscasters are reading the same piece of paper. Sometimes they show that montage where they all read the same exact paragraph from all over the country.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have an official statement, they all read it.
Well, oh, wow, look at that.
Duh.
Someone's real smart because they do the dirt of the day 9 times a day.
Uh-huh.
News 101.
Whatever. I've seen other people make the news their own, kind of like an American Idol song. They make it their own.
You're a little pitchy right now.
Oh, you are something that rhymes with pitchy.
So there is a lot of identical stuff that is out there. They're kind of doing the same stuff. And there's almost like a glossary of terms. It took me, like, on Sunday, I was still a little bit unsure. I'm like, going, is it social spacing or social, what is the other word?
Distancing.
And that's where I was on Sunday. Like, it wasn't locked in. Now, social distancing, boom. It's
You
like, I
got
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's completely locked in.
Well, it's the new normal.
It is.
You keep saying the new normal. I'm going to punch you.
I know. I can't stand it. I get so annoyed every time someone says
It's the
it.
new normal, J-Bard.
So we're going to play a round of Corona Am I Close? Now, Am I Close basically is just a game of BSing. I used to do this a lot back when I was in high school and college. I didn't really know the answer, but I tried to make it sound like I did. That's pretty much what this is all about. But maybe you'll be dead on with it. And then just remember, at the end of your answer, just go with, am I close?
Okay.
So, yeah, we're trying to see exactly how dialed in you are to all these terms. Like, you know, if I was like, okay, social distancing, you would just be like, yeah, that's the measures that people are taking to increase the physical space between people to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Am I close?
But that one's easy, though.
That one's
real.
That one's super easy, exactly. That's why I'm giving that just only as an example. So let's see how everybody does here. I'm going to go through everybody in the show. We're going to go Virginia, then Jaybird. Then I'll have Denny's and even Suits come in here.
Okay.
And we'll see
Suits
everybody
is
can
good
do.
on his feet.
He's real good.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with Virginia. We'll go Denny's next. And then Jaybird here. Okay. So, Virginia, tell me, flattening the curve, what does that mean?
So flattening the curve it's related to social distancing. What you want to do is you want to try to reduce the overall number of people that get a disease during an epidemic. You want to flatten the curve. The curve is the healthcare system capacity. You don't want it to get to the peak. You want to flatten that curve, keep it lower so that less people get it and less people put a strain on our healthcare system. Am I close?
I'd say, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
She got it right?
Yeah. It's a long way to go.
Wow.
She went around the block a couple times, but yeah, got to it. Yeah, it's basically just kind of like, lowering that line on the graph.
All right, come on, Bird.
Okay. All right, Denny's. I'm going to throw this one out to you. What is a pandemic?
A pandemic? So a pandemic is when people are fighting a common evil in the world. They're banding together to basically deter something bad, a famine, a disease, a plague, from spreading to other people and to calming the hysteria.
Am I close?
Am I close?
Is he high?
Am I high?
I got called in
That's an
last-
easier game with Denny's.
We have to judge if you are.
A pandemic is the worldwide spread of a new disease that affects large numbers of people. Jaybird, if you're the teacher, would you give Denny's credit?
Absolutely. I would probably be the worst teacher.
He likes him. He's always going to give him credit.
If you start crying, all right, kid. I don't want to deal with it. B+.
Okay. Thank you, Denny's. Very nice.
Good job, Denny's.
Crush it, kid.
All right, Jaybird, your Corona, am I close term to define. Tell me, what is a state of emergency?
Well, basically, projections are key when you are involving a state of an emergency. Basically, if you are looking at a situation where numbers are not on your side, especially on the health department, you are looking at a possible crises you may not be able to rebound. So ultimately, you want to just make sure you stay indoors. Am I close?
Am I close?
And it's tricky too because you're wearing like Elvis glasses, so no one should take you serious.
Don't worry, they're not.
I've heard that all the time. They always declare a state of emergency, and I really don't. I'm like, okay, what do I need? Just need to be alert, or what does that mean?
It just sounds like, okay, it's about to go down.
Yeah, it does. I was like, okay, hey, caution, we got a state of emergency. It actually gives government officials the authority to take extra measures to protect the public, such as suspending regulations or reallocating funds to mitigate the spread of the disease. Like, I'm wondering, like, okay, who's to say, like, DeSantis, you gonna come in here and shut down my bar? I don't think so. What gives you the power? And he'd go, bam, state of emergency.
Okay.
Otherwise, he can't. But if he goes, state of emergency, bam.
You, and to make it sound even more official, we got an SOI. Issuing an SOI. State of emergency. State of emergency.
Oh my, bless your heart. Bless your stupid little heart.
I'm Big Mac drunk.
Oh my gosh. That was an hour ago.
Wow.
Now you're just regular stupid.
Don't read the comments, Bird.
Don't read the comments.
What did I say?
SOI. State of emergency.
Okay, I swear I'm not that dumb. I swear I'm not that dumb.
Oh my. It is a state of emergency, y'all.
I got Elvis glasses on.
You do have Elvis glasses.
Man.
SOE.
man.
SOE.
Yeah.
SOE.
Yeah.
SOB. Sad SOB. You are a sad.
All right, don't be so mean. I'll beat myself up over here.
All right, Suits, let's see how you do here. Corona, am I close? Incubation.
Incubation is the period of time that it takes a virus to grow from basically where you first get it to where you start seeing symptoms through the process of it. Am I close?
Oh, geez, you nailed it. Good Lord.
You can tell.
He looks like the professor, doesn't he?
Somebody's dad's a doctor.
Yeah. He
The
is.
polar opposite of Jay Bird.
You got to think about leaving the show, not because we don't want you here, just because we're not good enough.
I don't know. I'll in an SOI.
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 I said it with such.
You did. Like you
Gusto.
were giving information.
I'm here to help.
I was trying to make you laugh.
Well, one of the things that's really tough about the coronavirus is the social distancing, staying away from a lot of people. If you're a social person, it's kind of tough. So Netflix is trying to do something that they think is going to make it a little bit easier on you. A chance for you to Netflix with friends. Now, this is the one thing that's going on already that we're starting to see is just how much stuff we're going to be doing online and streaming and such like that, where we're going to be connecting through chat rooms. They're already trying to do it with education. They're doing it with concerts, stand-up routines. But what about this? This new browser extension called Netflix Party allows people all over the world to sync up their streams so they can watch stuff together and talk about it in a sidebar chat, just kind of like what we've been talking about with if you want to jump in and watch KVJ TV, you can do that on YouTube. And we got a chat room, and people are in there talking, sharing information, how they feel about everything that's going on.
I dated somebody like that before, where we would put the office on together, but we weren't in the same house, and we would chat while we were watching it together. It's very fun.
What was her name?
You can't break the bird. No one cares about that.
SOI.
SOI. That's right. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's free, but it's only for the Google Chrome browser, they say.
Okay.
And you can get it at netflixparty.com. Netflixparty.com is where you go to do that. So if you want to go and connect, you can check that out. And whenever we are live, like I said, with KVJ TV, weekday mornings, and then even for the After the Show podcast, we have a chat room that goes on between 6 and 10 a.m. And then again, like 10:15 to like 10:45, somewhere around there is when we're doing the After the Show podcast. You go onto YouTube and you can jump in the chat room live. Jay, we're talking about doing a Weird and Whatever today as well. You said 1 o'clock that's going to go down?
That's correct. I believe we're also going to be doing a Snack Pack podcast this week as well.
Nice.
If they're allowed to. I don't know if they're married these days, so I'm not sure if they can get out.
You got to run that by the wife.
I know. You're right.
Yeah. But, if you're looking for some interactivity and some content at the same time, we got plenty of stuff. Make sure you go to YouTube right now. And if you click and subscribe to the KVJ show and then hit that little bell icon, anytime we go live, and we might start doing that a lot more here with everybody kind of being quarantined and doing the social distancing, that we're probably going to be, popping up a lot just to see what's up with everybody and show you what we got going on. So if you want an alert every time we do that, then hit that.
I also feel like, too, if there's a pandemic going on, people are less judgy on how bad it is. The content. If it's bad, they're like less.
You're trying.
Yeah, you're trying.
You're trying to help people.
Hey, for effort.
Yes.
That's what we go for, right?
Yes.
We don't grade our performance around here. It's just your effort.
Yeah, it's a state of emergency.
Coming up, we got the reboot, yes, and SOI.
I really wish I could take that one back.
You can't, and I'm going to keep bringing it up.
Okay, coming up, we got the reboot. Denny's found his typo. Apparently, he assures me that now everything is on point with the March Fatness snack bracket.
There's part of me that kind of wants it to go wrong again.
I mean, that's
he
your
assures
boy.
me he's got it together now.
Oh, he's rattled because even when we went to the bathroom together, it's like, oh man, I feel terrible about the snack yet. I'm like,
oh yeah,
it's okay, kid. We'll bounce back.
All right, so this is round 2. We've chopped it from 64 to 32 snacks. The new matchups I got for you next.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, we've got our March Fatness going on right now. First round is up. We started with 64 snacks that Jaybird put together and paired up. And because of your voting, we're now down to 32 snacks left. And then on Friday morning, we will be down to the Sweet and Salty 16 best snacks, giving you some ideas maybe as you're hunkering down, quarantining, social distancing.
Dealing with this new normal.
Yes.
Virginia's going to punch me if I keep saying it.
Now I've started saying it. I'm saying it in my commercials, so you're winning.
You just put that in your commercial?
I did.
Okay.
I just said it, and then I went, damn it.
You told me you were going to punch me if I said it again.
You should punch me.
Oh, my gosh, no. Virginia, you're beautiful.
Tell me you haven't thought about it.
Come on, don't make this weird.
Imagine free streaming that on KVJ TV.
Oh, yeah.
You've punched me before by accident.
By accident. Make sure you put the accident part in there.
It's very key.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Okay, here we go. This is the round 2 matchups. You got the Hostess Chocolate Cupcake versus Snyder's Honey Mustard Pretzels. Cheetos versus the Planters Cheese Balls. That is going to be interesting.
Cheetos win.
I think so, too. Snickers versus 100 grand. Snickers all the way.
If 100 grand won, that would be the upset of the tournament.
Nutter Butter versus the Hostess Apple Hand Pie.
Now that's going to be an interesting one.
Nutter Butter for me.
I mean, hand pie Pennington is so close to my heart.
Let me just say, I have gotten fat in different points in my life on both of those snacks at different times. And it's a little bit more fun to get fat with the pie. The hand pie is where it's at.
I don't know. The Nutter Butters are so tasty, and now with the double stuff.
Oh, wow.
You like Nutter Butter, Fat Kevin?
I did. I didn't know they had double stuffed Nutter Butters.
I found them by accident,
Oh, my
Kevin.
goodness.
They're real, and they're waiting for you right now.
And
my goodness.
when you have a food accident like that, we call that a snackcident.
Oh, take them, break them in half, put them in with some ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that
use
sounds
them as the
amazing.
spoon for ice
Oh,
cream.
Virginia.
You could also put them in milk, let them sog, and then you've got Nutter Butter soggy balls.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Corona?
No one wants to eat your soggy balls.
All right, Hot Pockets versus Hostess chocolate ding dongs.
Ooh, so we have salt versus sweet.
Thank you.
Come on, I'm trying to.
I know you're trying to be serious, but everything you say just sounds funny.
Well, good.
I think Hot Pockets crushed it in the last round. They were doing
did.
very well. Yeah,
They did.
Nacho Doritos versus salt and vinegar Lay's chips.
Goodbye, salt and vinegar.
I agree. Nachos wins there. Nacho Doritos. You've also got Twix versus Kit Kat.
I think Kit Kat beats it out, but it's going to be close.
Okay, I think so too. That's a good matchup.
Look, I didn't put peanut butter Twix on there because I thought it might be just a little too off the beaten path there. Peanut butter Twix is one of the best candy bars out there. I kind of regret not putting it in there.
Okay, but I mean, there's just not enough room. You thought 64 at first. When I hit you with it, it'd be like, that's way too many. And then you're like, that's not enough.
Next year, 88?
Yes. Pizza combos versus Cheez-Its. I go the pizza combos. I don't know if anybody else has an opinion on that.
Yeah, pizza combos. I mean, they're just more ingrained.
Cheez-Its are just boring.
Yeah, Cheez-Its sometimes leave a waxy film in your mouth.
Bagel Bites versus Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies. I don't love either.
Say this again.
Bagel Bites versus Chips Ahoy.
Bagel Bites wins this one.
Okay. Barbecue Fritos versus Funyuns.
Funyuns win.
Okay.
Funyuns, but here's the thing. You got to dip Funyuns because they're too damn hard and they will scratch up your mouth.
Yeah, that is the annoying part of it.
Unless you have some kind of sandpaper mouth.
It's a technique. I used to eat them a lot, but there's a technique to how you got to do it.
So I respect Fat Kevin's opinion on this matter. DeQuesta Sinicki,
Yeah.
You're right. I haven't had a Funyun in forever. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups versus Milky Way. I think Peanut Butter Cup's going to win that.
Every time.
Some are saying Milky Way did not even deserve to be in the tournament. Some are saying that.
Okay. Tostino's Pizza Rolls versus Flips Chocolate Covered Pretzels.
Flips is the team that everyone's talking about in this tournament. Nobody's talking about it.
I go Pizza Rolls.
Yeah, pizza rolls are so good. I got so sick on pizza rolls one time and threw them up and then went right back for seconds. That's how good they were.
That's exactly what you did today. Ate a lot, threw up, gonna eat later.
No,
you're done.
I didn't really throw up.
You didn't throw up at all?
Not really. I tried. I couldn't.
Dang.
Okay. All right. 6.5 Big Macs on the way.
Yeah.
Might want to block off some time.
No one might want to follow you in the bathroom because wherever that's coming out of, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm going to try to get sick again.
Little Debbie Swiss cake roll versus the oatmeal cream pie.
Ooh.
That's a good matchup.
I'm going OCP.
Okay. Yeah, I might because it's an old traditional, but that Swiss cake roll's fun. To roll the chocolate film off the outside of it and eat it that way.
Well, they got the jumbo oatmeal cream pies now. The way they're big. They're like big moons. They are just so they're giant, Virginia.
No one's questioning you.
Yeah. How about sour cream Pringles versus potato sticks?
Buy potato sticks.
Yeah. Peanut M&Ms versus Krispy Kreme glazed donuts.
Krispy Kreme wins.
Really? Okay. I would go the peanut M&Ms. Oreos versus Nature Valley peanut butter granola.
So this is a snack right here that neither one of those snacks are not my favorite. I'm gonna go Oreo.
Gonna go Oreo. I am too.
There's an underground movement though with the Nature Valley. People are really loving that.
They do have a marketing thing, but Oreos, you're going to have a hard time going up against that.
But I feel like the Nature Valley, with all the market, it's kind of like when somebody puts money in to kind of pay to play, just to get in. Are they there because of the talent, or are they there because of the money?
You're right.
Okay. Well, if you've got an opinion on any of these snacks, want to jump into it, you can jump into our March Fatness Snack It. It is posted at kvjshow.com. Go in there and cast what you think the winners should be. Coming up here in a second, got this interesting post On our Facebook page, it says, whoa, the 12-19-19 ATS after the show podcast predicted the coronavirus was coming. Crazy.
What?
Did we?
We did?
And what did we have to say? Well, a lot of people have been giving credit to The Simpsons or Dean Koontz or somebody else for predicting the coronavirus. What is that? Psychic? Something Brown?
Sylvia Brown.
Yeah.
She dead. Isn't she dead?
Or
Yeah, she is.
Or extremely sleepy.
Yes, one or the other.
She ain't predicting nothing.
Good at playing possum. So a lot of people are saying that, oh, look, they predicted the coronavirus. The Dean Koontz is the one that I think is the best. You've been seeing the photos around of in 2020, there's going to be call it Wuhan 400 or something like that. That was the one like going, okay, that's kind of cool.
We talked about Sylvia Brown on Weird and Whatever, and we played, I think, 4 clips of her publicly getting everything wrong. I believe she predicted her death wrong as well.
That's the one thing that you think she would have nailed.
Well, and the other thing, too, was some of the stuff that she had predicted. We had read that on the After the Show podcast, that somebody had sent that to us. She was just kind of generally predicting some type of respiratory disease at some point, and I wasn't overly impressed, and somebody had also pointed out that I think it was like bird flu or one of those other pandemics had just recently happened, so it was kind of a top-of-mind type thing. So,
God, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the Dean Koontz is the most impressive for me because I think he said the year 2020.
He called the
said
year.
I think she did too. I thought she did as
Maybe
well.
she did.
Yeah.
But his was like right on the part, like the Wuhan part's like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
Yeah, I thought he's been the best. So where will KVJ rank in all that? We got this message from Patrick on our Facebook page, and he said, whoa, the 12-19-19 ATS, which is our KVJ After the Show podcast, predicted the coronavirus was coming. Crazy.
I think isn't that right before they started getting the headlines with it?
Yeah, I don't think it really started making headlines till later in December. I don't know. Was it already
That's a good question,
talked about on the 19th?
No, I don't think it was. I think I do not remember talking coronavirus until this year for KVJ.
Yeah, I don't remember. We were talking about pandemics, viruses, end of the world type scenarios.
But we talk about that a lot.
We do. So I don't know that, to me, I'm not overly impressed. The one thing that we did talk was you can rewind back to December to say, okay, we discussed how will society take it? If we're faced where things are stressed, what exactly would it look like? And just so you know, if you're going, wait, what happened? The After the Show podcast is something we do, and it's not broadcast on the radio, so we can use whatever language. So if you hear some stuff, yes, we are able to have liberty.
But it's like extra material, too. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to get more stuff, we put more stuff in that little segment, and it's not regulated by the FCC, so everybody can just freeform, and you kind of get, like, more raw.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get more bad words.
Yeah, you do. So when you hear the big, wait, what'd you do? Yeah, that's on the After the Show podcast. But whatever we said was enough to impress Patrick. Will it impress you? Here's the conversation.
Do you think a meteorite, like a large-ass meteorite that is, smack dab going to hit Earth, does that bring us together? Or does it just everyone
I think
freaks-
it does more damage for humanity than it does positive. Because I think, and we haven't been faced with that, but when you start stretching resources, and it gets real. I'm not talking about people just trying to get your Yeezys.
Yeah, they're trying to get your water, your food.
I'm talking about the necessities that your body demands. And that is the one thing that we have. When those things get stretched to the brink, what happens with humanity? Do we get kinder to one another? Be like, it's my last piece of cheese, but please have it. Or are we going, give me your cheese, bitch? Yeah.
It turns into the purge.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's when you wind up in a chaotic society. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're not quite there yet.
No, it's a stretch.
Well, but you know what? I think you are seeing what's going on here is a little bit of both. Whenever you have these type of things happen, there is always the people who are dastardly and terrible, and they're punching each other in a Walmart over a roll of toilet paper. And then you have other people that are doing some really good stuff. you know, and so it brings out the best and the worst in humanity, and you see a little bit of both. So I'm glad it impressed you, Patrick. I'm not overly impressed with her prognostication. I think it's just a basic thing that you often see happen.
We're in a world of sinner and saints, and sometimes a hybrid of both.
That's right, my friend. Yes, and luckily I've got a whole list proving the positive of humanity. These are coronavirus #BeCools I got for you next.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
Well, whenever you have any kind of crisis, we see this all the time with hurricane season. It brings out the best and the worst in people. And fortunately, so far with the coronavirus, it's bringing out a lot of really good in people. In fact, when we were asking people, what is the one odd positive that you've seen from the coronavirus? People are commenting on just how awesome people are being to one another. I think realizing that this is going to take a community effort. Everybody is going through it. We're all stressed out. And just being a little extra nice and trying to do something for somebody else is how we're going to make it through. I thought it was really kind of cool that we're seeing that. And they're saying that seems to be the positives that are going on out there. Lots of really nice coronavirus #BeCools that I've seen. In fact, Canada has created a whole new word to describe all the random acts of kindness that we have been seeing. They're calling it caremongering. So if you're in Canada, it's called caremongering.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is there a hashtag behind that?
It's a long word.
Caremongering. Well, that's Canada. They got a lot of time up there.
Caremongering, eh?
Is that how they do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeez. Silence again?
He's swinging a lot.
He is,
He's
yes.
not connecting.
Well, I have an annoying audience, meaning you.
Aww.
They say also the idea of neighbors forming, quote, kindness committees is picking up steam here in the U.S.
I like that.
I love that.
I'll be the chairman of my kindness committee. Going out and just sharing a little bit of love, and people just trying to do things for other people, especially people that might be shut in, to say, hey, just hold a note up to the window. I'll go try to get whatever, and I'll leave it on your, front porch or your door.
If you leave somebody a note in your neighborhood that you know is going to struggle, and you just say, hey, here's my number. Call me and let me know if you need something. And maybe you're already going out, and you can grab whatever that is for them so they don't have to.
And then, 3 days later, the next story that breaks, kindness cards causing more coronavirus outbreaks. People are grabbing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spreading the disease.
Yeah, maybe Lysol the card before you touch it.
Don't lick it either.
Do not lick it.
If there's an envelope involved.
There's a woman in Pennsylvania that has a free mini library outside her home that she normally stocks with books that people can borrow, and now she's replacing some of the books with canned goods.
Aww.
And more people are doing it now, and it's kind of caught on. That's the thing about this kindness and doing great things. Somebody sees that and say, that's so awesome that I want to get involved. And we love seeing that. So she's getting canned goods to people that need it. There is a regular customer in Houston that left a $9,400 tip at a restaurant on Monday right before it closed down for the next few weeks.
Wow.
Trying to say, hey, go try to help you out with some of the tips. And I know that some people are talking about Venmoing friends of theirs money. People who are in the service industry saying, hey, this is what I would have spent in the bar. Go on ahead and take it. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, because I'm hearing from a lot of people that are in service industry, and there's some restaurants that we know are saying, yeah, they're calling us in today. They're going to be laying off half the staff or things like that are happening. It's so hard to keep restaurants going here anyway.
Yes, it is.
So if you got somebody like that, that'd be a great thing to do. There is a surfer bra near San Diego that's been standing at an intersection with a sign encouraging people to share their toilet paper. Bruh. Share your TP, man.
I don't have it in the car, though. How am I going to share it with you from the car?
Well, let me ask you this. If a neighbor came to your house knocking on the door, hey, Mrs. Sinicki, I got to go poop so bad, but I'm out of TP. Can I borrow a roll? Would you give it to them?
Borrow, no. Have, here you go.
Yeah.
I don't want
Keep
it back. Borrow means you want it back.
Okay, can I have some TP?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so what Surfer Bra's doing, he's standing there. People will go home, get their TP, bring it back, give it to him, and then other people who need a roll come up and get it. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
It's like to have a penny, leave a penny kind of thing. So that's what they're doing with the toilet paper out there in San Diego. There is a couple in New York that was supposed to get married Saturday in a big ceremony with 200 people. And they say they're not letting the virus stop them. Instead, they're going to be getting married in their apartment with 6 guests. They're going to do one of those, again, a virtual wedding.
I love it.
Everybody's doing virtual everything. The groom said that he can't go another week with not marrying her.
Wait till you're locked up with her for 3 months.
Yeah, wait till you're quarantined together for 3 months.
Might change your tune.
Yeah, there you go. So the bride added that love always prevails. All right, the After the Show podcast is coming up. It's going to be live on YouTube in just about 20 minutes. You can also watch it on demand. Jump into the chat room. Got over 500 people in there right now, just chatting it up, having a good old time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I like that. The chat room's getting some activity. We can't be together, but we can still be together.
That's right. That's how we're doing it. So many ways to connect to KVJ and everybody else that's out there. Social distancing's not going to keep us apart.
Yeah, I'm trying to text back everybody who texted me back yesterday. I got hit pretty hard from the great people.
Well, you gave your number out on the radio in a time when everyone's tuning into the radio.
I know. I'm trying to get back, but they are coming in they're coming in hot. They're coming in hot. I'm trying to get back to everybody. It is challenging.
How long till you have to get a new number?
So far, everybody I've read every text that's come in. Everyone's been very cool. Let's keep it going.
Okay.
You'll know when it starts getting uncool.
Thank you guys for hashtag being cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, we got a man here that has knocked down 6.5 Big Macs today, 3,659 calories. That's impressive. That took some determination, my friend.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yep.
I love that expression.
It's so dumb, but it's
dumb.
so perfect.
It's funny.
All right, Jay Bird, a little positivity in your thought for the day.
Well, we're speaking of family all day. This one's dedicated to y'all because you're all my family as well. Families are like branches on a tree. We grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one.
Yeah, strength.
Okay.
Strength. Yes.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.